ISUPK presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026 in Houston, Texas. You do not want to miss this one, Israel. Shalom.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to isupk.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
Everyone west. Everyone west. Everyone west.
Shalom, Israel. It's that time again. The ISUPK, under Commanding General Yahanna, presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026 in Houston, Texas. All Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans are commanded to observe the Lord's Passover. This will be the biggest Passover to date. You do not want to miss this. Fresh lamb, fresh wine, and bitter herbs as commanded by the Most High. Only $200 per person, ages 17 and up. The biggest event of the year. There is only one Passover, and it's under Commanding General Yahanna. See you there, Israel. Shalom.
Nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and warlike apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us. Watch where you stepping.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to isupk.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
Everyone west. Everyone west. Everyone west.
The ISUPK presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026 in Houston, Texas. You do not want to miss this one, Israel. Shalom.
ISUPK, Trinidad and Tobago, under Commanding General Yahanna. We will be live on the streets, 91.9 FM.
From west to the depth to the bury me.
Every Thursday from 7 p.m. Hosted by Officer Sawapya Allah and Officer Masquaya.
West to the depth to they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me.
ISUPK, under Commanding General Yahanna, live every Thursday night from 7 p.m. on the streets, 91.9 FM.
They need food, housing, clothing. They need counseling. They need understanding of what's happened to them. They need an identity. They need to know the truth about the Lord. They need to be woke up to who the devil is. That's right. White man. That's what the hell they need. And you add that to black people, Latinos, and Native Indians, brother, then you're going to be able to do something. The whole reason I'm in here saying these things to you, because these things are supposed to show you and give you hope. It's supposed to make you say to yourself, you know what, we got a kingdom coming. You know what, the Lord's judgment is coming. You know what, let's change our life.
ISUPK presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026 in Houston, Texas. You do not want to miss this one, Israel. Shalom.
And all the warriors be like,
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to isupk.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West. They're
He parted the Red Sea, and the entire nation of Israel walked out of slavery.
The ISUPK presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026 in Houston, Texas. You do not want to miss this one, Israel. Shalom.
and all the warriors be like,
Dear hater, you for real hater? Must not be on like you say, must not be getting no real paper. One West, nigga. Dear hater, you for real hater? Must not be on like you say, must not be getting no real paper. Nigga can't have more than you know them niggas will still hate you. Those are characteristics in a pussy nigga nature. Talk that shit behind my back, but be on mute when it's a facial. Smiling in my face, but you can't hide all of that hatred. I'm too silent, you a snake. I see that shit a mile away. Man of war, and I'm not sorry. Blame that shit on UPK. Pussy ass nigga, you a pussy ass nigga. Oh, you confused, you think pussy ass nigga. This ain't drag racing, why you Lost Tribe.
Shalom, Israel. It's that time again. The ISUPK, under Commanding General Yahanna, presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026, in Houston, Texas. All black Hispanics and Native Americans are commanded to observe the Lord's Passover. This will be the biggest Passover to date. You do not want to miss this. Fresh lamb, fresh wine, and bitter herbs as commanded by the Most High. Only $200 per person ages 17 and up. The biggest event of the year. There is only one Passover, and it's under Commanding General Yahanna. See you there, Israel. Shalom.
Nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and war like apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us. Watch where you stepping.
Yeah, those are messed up, no. Bad news is to beat your home, nigga. Yeah. Go on, get on that ass real quick one time. 144, baby.
They said you get on, you gon' represent. I said, of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that bitch just like a horse. She about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, me a whole car. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You either low or this Lord, so that bitch is either or. Yeah, I know them niggas ain't cut like that. I swear I'm to our core. Wait up, let me make a call right quick. I'ma start another war. I was hurting when she left, but I don't care about any part. I need a Vaseline like my Nina Puffer bar. Took a Zoc, watch the dark. Matter of fact, like a dart. Any problem, let them come. We gon' snatch they soul like Shang Tsung. Put them out of service, keep them tools like Miss Hopper. Try to hold me, it's way too late. I'm headed straight to the safe. Throw that one up like a trophy. I'm that nigga, ain't no debate. Told them boys we taking over. Call them up like set the date. This shit a piece of cake. Yeah, my bitches came from Whole Foods. Told them put on that top 3. Then bring me my house shoes. Don't make excuses. These niggas ungrateful, gotta show them UPK rules. I make hits like I can't lose. They said you get on, you gon' represent. I said of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that business like a horse. She about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, me a whole cart. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You either low or this Lord, so that bitch is either or. Yeah, I know them niggas ain't cut like that. I swear I'm to our core. Yeah, I just got off the call. I'ma start another war. Spit a plate up with my niggas, get your knife and your fork. He ain't locked in with the coat, and with you speaking to me fart. Yeah, I just took the floor. Ain't no cowards in my campaign. They can't stop the campaign. Tell them bring the champagne. They know I'm a champion. They can see the outcome. Get them niggas bad, got them tied down and out there. Came through with them steppers, niggas been down since day one. We run up the bands, bitch like Dylan. They say you get on, you gon' represent. I said of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that bitch just like a horse. Yeah, about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, we whole cart. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You either low or this low, so that bitch is either or. I told you niggas, you ain't cut like that. I swear I'm to our car. And I just made the call. We gon' start another war.
The ISUPK presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026, in Houston, Texas. You do not want to miss this one, Israel. Shalom.
What's going on? Give me up since
Shalom,
what's the deal? What's the order? What's going on?
Nothing much.
What is going on with this week? Because it looked like Trump fitting to make a movie out of 2026, boy.
He
ain't making nothing slight. He gonna make a movie out of this place,
I'm
looking forward to it.
Let me first start off.
Yeah, got some popcorn for this nigga.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah, I mean, he ain't playing. Go ahead, Saxy.
I was just gonna say, like to start the show off by saying, man, the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
100%.
You know, and what you were saying, Cap. You know, all of these things is transpiring, man. I think it's important that brothers and sisters don't get caught up in the moment and believe that, like, this is the first time that we've seen America face some of the struggles that it's facing now. Meaning, you know, what's going up there in Minnesota with them protests, these Caucasians have been unalived over the last month or so, white people out there in the streets and they protesting against their government. It could seem like, man, America, you know, coming to an end. But if you go and study, look into the history of this country, what's going on in Minnesota right now is what was going on all across this country in the 60s and in the early 70s with them, you know, protesting about Vietnam. Right. You go and you look back at COINTELPRO and you look at the Black Panther Party and you look at the civil rights movement and all of the things the government did to topple all of those movements. There was a time in this country where you had white people protesting in the streets, you know what I'm saying, trying to align themselves with blacks and Hispanics and, you know, seem to be compassionate and empathetic about our struggle.
Right.
And the U.S. government responded by just unaliving a whole generation of people. You go back and you look at this civil rights movement, you look at those movements in the 60s, they unalived a ton of people in the streets. And in the wake of all of those unalivings, the white man came and gave us a civil rights bill, gave us a voting rights act, and then right after that started to, you know, wage chemical warfare against us with crack cocaine and heroin and LSD and all these different drugs, and wiped out an entire generation of our people. They came in with, you know, the war on drugs and the prison industrial complex. And here we are 60 years later, they marching and protesting in the streets. White people is on TV saying, black people, where y'all at? Now we understand your plight. Now we understand your struggle. Now because two white people have been unalived in the streets, they want to say now they understand that for the last 60 years, we've been talking about how the government unaliving black people and lying on the video, lying on the tape about what has happened. Now all of a sudden they telling you that they believe and they understand. Don't get lulled to sleep by these devils, you know, temporary compassion, by their temporary empathy. Because as soon as we allow ourselves to get lulled to sleep by them out in the streets protesting, first thing they're going to do once they, you know, accomplish what their goals and their mission is, they're going to turn right back around and seek to destroy us just like they did after that, you know, the movements in the 60s and the early 70s. So like it, sir.
Nah, you're right. You're right for that. You're so right about that. Like that's it. I'll give you all mute your mics too, so you can hear. Like you're so right about that. Soccer war. He's like this is like a novelty thing for him. Like he has to invent struggle because he's not in a struggle. Like his horror movies, he has to invent Freddy Krueger We just had to tell you about Emmett Till. We just had to write a story about, Freddie Gray. And it's a horror movie, but he has to invent his struggle. So as soon as the novelty of it wears off, it'll be back to, George Floyd, had fentanyl in his system. It'll be back, it'll be right to that. So, we're going to see through the fog on it all 100% for sure. You know what I mean? So again, big up Commander General Yahanna, give him a hand, hardest working man in Israel, Lord of Lord. You might see Mike may or may not step in tonight. You'll know if you stay tuned. Stay tuned, share this with everybody, man. Share this with your family, your friend, your mama, your poopa, your uncle, everybody. Share this with everybody. Let them share it with everybody else. Like, share, and subscribe, man. Pay your tithes, isupk.com. Pay your Passover fee, $200 for every adult 17 years and over. If you bring the kids, they're free. A whole week of events, man. Kick off. Kids, the kids gonna have a field day, fun day, horses, ponies, rides, animals, petting zoos, lamb slaughter. They're gonna slaughter some lambs. I think a car said we could get a car. Looking for a few brothers to go in with me on the cattle. You know what I mean? I need one side. Y'all could break up the other side if y'all want. I need one half for the cattle. Y'all could break up the other half. I'll take that thing. We'll take that thing home, bring that thing back to DC, and do it up right. You know what I mean? Lamb slaughter. And then that Wednesday night, you're going to have a whole, the podcast of podcasts, the triumvirate, the Israelite triumvirate. You have the round table of truth, cross the line, and let the Hebrew speak coming together for a mashup. Wednesday night is going to be insane. Thursday morning, kids party. You know what I mean? The kids gonna go and get it in that what was it, Slick City something. I mean, I already know that gonna be like bumper cars and sprained ankles, but they're gonna love it. They're gonna love it. They're gonna be running everywhere. And in the car, what's going on with your foot? Oh, I sprained my ankle running for that game. Oh, for real? Why didn't stop? I was having too much fun. They don't give a rat's ass. Seeing their friends, they just want to play. They just want to go there, play their ass off. And they'll just put some ice on it. Don't worry, I'll be good for Saturday. I'll put some ice on it. True story, I'm telling you. Believe me. True story. Thursday night, scripture breakdown with Jeremiah Hyman. You know how you always do it. Annual Passover scripture breakdown is going to be insane. Friday, of course, is the Black Party, annual Black Party, all at the BH Ranch. For your pleasure, for your convenience. Saturday, we have a brunch from 1 to 4. And then the big 5-7 ISUPK 57th annual Lord's Passover down there in Houston, Texas, man. April 4th. Can't miss it. It's going to be a ball, man. Lamb, bread, wine, brotherhood, sisterhood. Come on down there, break bread with your family. Let's keep the Passover like the Lord commanded it. And of course, Sunday, April 5th, Feast of Unleavened Bread. You can't do one without the other. It's a complete package. If you're there for Passover, you got to stay for unleavened bread. Don't let me hear you. Don't let me see you asking for a ride to Hobby Sunday morning. I'm gonna air the tire down. You got to get another flight. You could take me to counsel, but I'll say, General, I was overcome with the spirit of righteousness and zeal from the Lord. I felt like Mattathias. My hands was like Mattathias' hands trembled with the reins. So did my hands tremble with that screwdriver as I secured brother for Feast of Unleavened Bread. I mean, I already had a speech prepared out, so you might as well just stay. Forget about the sisters. I'm gonna make sure y'all ain't gonna leave nowhere until Unleavened Bread is over. You know, I mean, it's gonna be a amazing time. You'll make sure to make it down there, man.
If I could, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
And what you're saying is 100%, sir. Like, everybody thinks about the kingdom, right? Everybody think about the future, the kingdom. When we in the kingdom, when we in the kingdom. But, today we're holding the Lord's Passover, like this, right here in this kingdom here, right?
That's right.
What a reputation is going to be that we kept the laws here. That's why we got the kingdom. The reason we got the kingdom is because we kept the laws here. So the Lord's Passover is not something in the Feast of Unleavened Bread or Purim that's coming up. These things are not. These things are going to be things that the Lord's going to look at. Like, okay, when the kingdom was not here, what were you doing?
Right.
I mean, because for sure the Christians and the heathen are celebrating Christmas. It's going to be honorable that we went to the Lord's Passover. I mean, let that be in the record books that you paid your Passover fee, man. Let it be in the record books that you paid your, no matter how hard it was, you paid the Passover fee and you traveled to Houston to be amongst your brothers and sisters. That's something I'm looking to. I want that and stamp that. That should be in my records. I went to Passover. Salaki.
Yep. No doubt. No doubt. Let the angels record that.
Man, I'm telling you, because that 21 hours, Mashak. I mean, it ain't on a donkey, but shit.
You map it out. You realize what it is.
Man, ain't nothing to stopping me, man.
You gotta train yourself, Mark. That's what we gotta do is a few weeks before you just gotta stay up 2 days in a row. You gotta train your body for the thing. And you'll be all right. That second leg gonna be hell. You're gonna be driving at 25 miles an hour.
You're gonna make it and make it back, man. Like things like this, brothers and sisters don't understand. You know what I mean? You do that, you know what I mean? You, how to put it, you invest in time. You know what is that? You know what I mean? That type of investment you make in there for your family, for brothers and sisters who, you know what I mean, you know, you know what I mean, from the, you know what I mean, because of the truth. You understand what I'm saying? And you're doing that?
Right.
Come on, man. What more you want? We got, I mean, we had to take over this earth. I mean, you're gonna let, I mean, 200 stop you. You know, you better not.
So, like, and if I may too, and that point, Captain I thought that you said is so heavy, and just being in the truth with brothers and sisters, men and women that live this type of lifestyle and go to those lengths, it really make you reevaluate, you know, people who you call your family and friends in the world. Like, I be feeling some type of way because my family down in Virginia and they act like it's too far to come up here to Maryland to see me, and I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? You're down the road, but because of the you understand, like, but because in here we go all over for each other. And we it's like it's the culture and the standard is different, and it makes you it gives you a high standard, such a high standard on brotherhood, on just how you look at things, and I didn't realize it until, you know, as you just being the truth, you know, more and more your mind starts to shift. It may not be instant, but it's like the longer you hear and get experiences, your perspective and mind shift, and it just be like, you know, it's really no excuse. Like we drove. They in Texas. They drove to Acuña, Mexico, through cartel territory. You know what I'm saying? Like, we drove to Chicago. We drove here. We went here. We went here, and you can't come up the road. Yeah, I see who my mother and brother is.
That's right.
I see.
Right. Them monks. Them monks doing it across America, walking for peace.
Listen,
don't let the monks beat you back, Israel.
I see them police escorting them through somewhere, the most recent place. And I'm wondering where the ICE agents at. Like, them monks, you mean everybody there have a passport? Everybody there enter the country legally? Ain't nobody over there is a rapist. Ain't nobody raping a little child or pedophile, nothing like that. Everybody's just there straight and legit eating rice and drinking sake. Nah, y'all go down there and see what's going on with them monks, man. Make them niggas empty their sackcloth, man. Make them niggas empty that sackcloth and lay on the ground and check them out. I want the fingerprints, I want the footprint, I want everything. Check them niggas out, man. Like, they're walking all over the damn place and they ain't doing nothing. And they ain't smoking reefer. You mean them monks ain't smoking no reefer?
Right.
They're American. They're American. The monks would make a stop in Vegas and say, fuck it, y'all.
Get a good opium.
Get a good opium and bring the best hoes the money can buy. Because tomorrow I'm going to walk to my death.
Yeah.
Send Bovino down there. Yeah, I mean, if I send Bovino down there to check on them monks.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So where we going? Where we going first? what we dealing with. I definitely have a few. I would like to, a couple, not much.
Yeah.
I would like to go through tonight. But where y'all want to start?
With E, apology letter. No.
Yeah. What you call him, Yee?
Yeah, Yee. Yeah, I know how you call it.
Benjamin's disrespectful as could be.
Yeah, man, I go to white man school.
I'm talking with it like Mordecai. What's his name? Yee? Oh shit! Yeah, let's get it, man.
Kawakan. Ye apologizes, says he's not an anti-Semite in full-page newspaper ad. 2 years after Ye apologized to the Jewish community for his past remarks, widely labeled as anti-Semitic, the disgraced hip-hop mogul is opening up about his controversial behavior in a new full-page ad. The Grammy-
and Salakia, and that is real disrespectful too, Kyle. Yeah, I mean, just because he has a opinion or a view, he's disgraced. You understand what I'm saying? Like to them, you know, I mean, whoever writes in the article, off the brink, I could tell, you know, he give me a vibe here, you know what I mean? He a Caucasian. You know what I mean? Like, I thought this was over. Like, and that's the scripture. The scripture in Isaiah where it say, bow down so that they may walk over us.
Yeah.
Like, how much more low you want black people to get? You understand? Like, we done on the floor, ground, and you still were like, they want us to go in the dirt. You understand? With that type of, you know what I mean, that type of, you know what I mean, ordeal, you know what I mean, you had to go through just to show your loyalty. Like, it's crazy. No other race been asked to show their loyalty than black people. Like, we've been, you know what I mean, they've been keeping the foot on my neck to show that loyalty. You understand?
Hey, if I could too, you know, if you read what the brother posted, that wasn't even the main point of his goddamn post, was to apologize for not being a Nazi or anti-Semite. A large part of his post was apologizing to black people for how he represented himself and explaining that, listen, man, I've been through a lot in the last few years. My mother died, you know what I'm saying? I had a relationship with a woman. We broke up, and, you know, having money and wealth and trying to extend myself into different ventures, you know, and dealing with bipolar disorder. And, you know, there's a lot of things that people go through in life, and no one's struggles are accepted or understood less than Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians. You know what I'm saying? I can remember, you know, Robert Downey Jr., right? The cat that played Iron Man in the Marvel movies. Like, this cat was a full-out drug addict, criminal, did all types of deplorable things, but he was able to, you know, come back and get another job as an actor, and now he, you know, they hail him for being this amazing actor doing the Iron Man movies, and nobody ever brings up the horrible things that happened in his past. Nobody ever goes and says he was a drug addict and he was this and he was that. But when it comes to Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian people, you know what I'm saying, when we go through things and when we fall or when we have mishaps, nobody ever takes into account the stress and the weight of the oppression that weighs on us. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Whenever
right.
something happens with us, it's like, oh, he's just crazy, or he's just, you know, angry Black man, as opposed to understanding that, you know, the fullness of the situation. And like I said, with this apology, for them to take this whole full-page apology that he put out and reduce it down to, I am not a Nazi or an anti-Semite, I love Jewish people, that's propaganda. That's a white man making it seem like this is the most important statement that he had to make, when that's not at all the point of his goddamn apology. His apology was for, he acknowledged, man, listen, I know I was a role model. I know I stood for Black people. I was a voice for us. And I apologize that in my struggles and in my, you know, going through the things that I went through, I allowed myself to be lost. You know what I'm saying? And I'm letting y'all know that I'm ready to rededicate myself to getting back to who I was and to be a member of our community that you can respect. You know what I'm saying? And for them to take all of that, ignore all of him apologizing to Black people, ignore all of his acknowledging the different situations and circumstances that he's faced that caused him to do some of the things he did, they're gonna take all of that and reduce it down to Kanye West apologize for anti-Semitism. That's a God. The white man is the devil the Bible speaks of. So lock it.
Yep. No, Sakji, this is what I would say to that, right? I partly disagree with it saying his apology was to black people. Did he say it in there?
Come on, concert.
What did he say?
If I could, so like I had to pull it up. But he said, to black people, I want to apologize for the way that let me just try to see if I can find it, sir. See if I can find it.
Use a little AI. Let me see.
Right, and I'm gonna explain why I would say I disagree, right? And some might say it's a idealistic type outlook, but you see why I'm doing. But before I do it, I want to get, because I did not read his statement at all, right? I didn't read it at all. But I want to see what he said. You know what I mean? And in the meantime, also to somebody who, for me, what do I want? Ephesians? Let me get that first. In the meantime, while you all look it up.
I have part of it right here, sir.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
It says, Ye also apologized to the black community, adding, I am sorry to have let you down. It said, I'm not asking for sympathy or a free pass, though I aspire to earn your forgiveness, he said. I write today simply to ask for your patience and understanding as I find my way home.
Okay. All right. I'll take that part. Now, okay, this is why I say I disagree a little bit, Sako.
Concern.
Why does Ye feel he has to apologize to us? Black people were saying, talk your shit, Kanye. Black people was backing Kanye West. It's about time. There was the criticism from black people that he got was from Uncle Tom bougie ass niggas like that motherfucker, like Van CNN, that white bitch he got was from Uncle Tom niggas. And if he feels he owes anybody an apology in the black community, it got to be them, because niggas was supporting that shit he was talking. Niggas was saying, finally. So he's saying it. He's spilling the whole beans. Go ahead, Kanye, talk it, say it. He was shaking it up. So I'm not going to go with that. This is the issue here. Like, it's exactly what you said. You crystallized it, Cap, when you said he issued an apology to black people and they took his whole thing and dwindled it down to the white man and the Nazi. Remember that's what you said? You're saying to say he's not a Nazi and not an anti-Semite. They took that. This is why, give me Ephesians 4:27.
Okay.
In Ephesians chapter 4 and verse 27.
Come on.
Ephesians.
Come on, sir. Ephesians chapter 4, verse 27. Neither give place to the devil.
You can't give the devil no space, Art. Fuck is you apologizing for? Either you're going to make a break from him or you're going to cleave to him. But you cannot give space to him. You cannot concede. You can't give concessions to this devil. Why? Because give him an inch, he is going to take a mile. This apology was to them, brother. This apology was not to us. This apology could never be to us. Because if that's the case, when he said George Bush don't like black people, he'd have to apologize for that too. You understand? Because he didn't carry himself any. He spoke the utmost truth. You know how much of the industry Kanye exposed to us. You remember he was outside some club or something. He was by a SUV, and he showed the whole list of all them Jewish-owned companies. And he said you can't even get away from them. You go from one to the next. They played the text message from the Canadian Jewish trainer who told him, I'll dope you up and take your children from you. Some old Solomon. And now what? You apologizing to, this is for them people out. And this is not to knock Kanye. And I'm going to tell you why I won't knock him. He's an entertainer. He's a celebrity. And part of being that type of person is the need for validation. You can't be a successful entertainer or performer if you don't get validated. The lack of validation is going to now. That's why they always talk about the struggle. When, you know, I grinded through and I sold my DVDs or CDs here and I went to this show, I paid my dues. You're paying your dues, meaning you had to now access the right amount of validation that would now correlate with being successful.
Right.
What he tried to do was do our job. And he realized, I can't do this job. I can't do what they do. I can't just say what they say, and because there's repercussions for it, because there's a choice you make that really affects the rest of your life. To speak the truth is a absolute burden.
That's right.
It's a burden you take on. It's a responsibility you take on. But you have to know, okay, I'm taking this on. And he was unable to do it. And again, this is not a knock to him. He's a brother in the world that got totally fed up with being taken advantage of by them small hats. But this apology was pressed out of him. Pressed out of him. Give it another 2 years, he'll come and say this apology wasn't his. He'll come and say this apology wasn't his. I know my people, they supported me, they rocked with me. Kanye left Adidas and made an old homeless brand, and people supported him. People bought all his shit. People got, you know, everything. Like there's no need to apologize to us. As far as we concerned in the Black community, Kanye West did nothing wrong. All he did was tell the truth. That's all he did, was tell the God's honest truth, and that's that. This apology is in his apology to the Black community. Did he say, "I love Black people"?
I believe he said. I believe the snippet I seen. He said, he said, "I love us" or something like that. I believe he did say that. He said, "I love us."
Go ahead.
No, it's like I said, that's the part that I seen where it said the Black people. So I'm trying to find the whole thing. For some reason, I cannot find it. But the part they showed is
balance to it. That would definitely give some balance to it, because to say I'm not a Nazi or anti-Semite, I love Jewish people, that's a very heavy. That's, you know, he's trying to all encompass it all. He's trying to put his full arms around that entire community. And why? Why does he need to do that? He doesn't have to say he hates them or wishes evil, but he surely does not have to say this. He surely does not have to say that. I don't see that love coming from their people, from their side, when it comes to us. You have some woman, something Nelson is her name, Nielsen, the Jewish billionaire who gave Donald Trump $250 million.
Adelson.
For what his campaigns. Adelson, that's the name. $250 million for his campaign to change America's legislation so he could run for a third term, and promise him 250 more.
Yep.
Now you have that type of money, and you could change America's electoral system. You could change America's, you know, process of electing a leader to give a man a third term. Surely you could do something to stop the violence against Black and Latino people. Right. Surely you could do something for that, and they don't ever come out and apologize for saying and doing nothing.
Yeah. And
like this apology here is just because he's under too much. He doesn't have what we have, which is the brotherhood that we could draw strength from. He don't have that. Go ahead, Cap. Salaki.
No, and that's good. I'll tell you what it's saying too. You know what I mean? The for the Black people, you know what I mean, his paragraph maybe is as short as February.
Yeah.
For Black Month. You know what I mean? So they say to the Black community, which held me down through all of the highs and lows and the darkest of times, the Black community, is unquestionably the foundation of who I am. I'm so sorry to have let you down. I love us. That's it for black people.
Yeah, like
For the
what
rest,
are you sorry about? You just said we held you down. What are you sorry about? You need to be sorry for making all that trash music before you went off the edge. If you need to apologize. After a few of his first albums, Kanye music started to go off in a different direction. He ain't apologized for that. But for everything you said about the industry and calling names and saying who doing this and who doing that, you don't have to apologize for none of that shit. You don't have to ever apologize for that. Black people was all the way behind you. Every time you open your mouth, it went viral because of what you said. Black people was pushing it, making clips. Talk it, Kanye. Say it. Talk it, talk. Stand up to them. He's doing it. You didn't have to apologize to us for nothing, but the pressure became too much. Doesn't have what we have, which is the profession and the permission from the Lord to speak how we speak and to say what we say. He doesn't have that, and he was Ecclesiastes 7:7. Oppression makes a wise man mad.
That's right.
He was absolutely angry about being oppressed. He wasn't trained in his speech, so he said whatever he had to say. He wasn't trained in how he should do it, so he did it however. But by no means does he have to apologize to the black community for anything. What does he have to apologize to us for? Maybe you should apologize to us, Kanye, for making us watch you with them heathen women. Somebody feedback again, a ton of feedback.
Let's sound like that might be me and my headphones.
Yeah, you should apologize for making us watch you move around with them heathen women, if anything. But definitely not for this thing here.
Right,
you know how much black fathers you done gave hope, Kanye, with all them tapes about your daughter and how you want to be there and do this and look at what Kim doing and look at what they doing. And all the tapes with the oldest girl saying she rather be with the father, she rather stay with him because the mother don't cook. Like he had him over there cooking, and he had him over there cooking new ramen. Like, what you had to apologize to us for? Like this year is really, they done defeated him out. They done defeated this brother.
Yeah.
That's what they did. They isolated him, pounded on him, squeezed the life out. And remember, he's still in the world. He don't have anything to draw from. He tried his best. Talk about the 12 tribes of Judah. Remember, he misspoke. He's like the 12 tribes of Judah. He trying. This is not something you could half step, Kanye. You should have come all the way into the truth. After that interview with Tazariak, you should have just asked for the number. How could I get in here with y'all? Because as y'all been going at the Jewish man forever. I see that tape with General Mayak when he made the Jewish boy cry. I see how y'all make them devils bow down and kiss your feet. You should have asked for, how do I get involved? I want to be able to really make an impact, but you didn't. And it's no fault. This job is not for everybody. But for sure, brother, they done crushed him.
Yeah.
They done totally crushed him out.
Because
these are the people. Go ahead, Katsila.
No, I was just going to add to what you're saying too, with the crushing part too, because I looked it up, right? And they were saying he has a new album coming out called Bully. You understand? And they're suspecting that he's doing this as a PR, a PR stunt to sell his album Bully. You know what I mean? Just add to what you're saying.
It would make sense, but you remember these is people who had him separated from his kids. He couldn't see the children. Then they bring that old drug addict bastard, the one whose father died in 9/11, and had him in there having sex with the man's wife. She a heathen, but that's still his woman. Taking pictures with his children out.
Yeah.
His children is there taking pictures with his next nigga publicly. Like, come on, man. Like, they put him through a whole lot. You will turn around. I'm not a Nazi. I'm not no anti-Semite. That part is true. Unless this is all a troll. Like, the Jewish people is saying us, like we the real Jews. Because remember,
Right.
he said, how can you be anti-Semitic when I'm Semitic? He said, so unless this is a troll, a whole setup, the underlay for the overplay. But for sure, if it's not that, it's because he's defeated. He's done. They done pressed him into the corner.
If I could, sir.
Come on, please.
Yeah, no, what you're saying is so heavy because all I could think about at just breaking that down is Kanye West is a perfect example of no man comes to me unless the Father draws him. No matter how you feel, no matter what you think or what you think you know, when he says no man comes to me unless the Father draws him, he's talking about the work. I mean, to come into the work of the Lord. And, you know, you can't take a little bit from here and there and think you're going to speak on behalf of God. You understand what I mean? So you're going to lose that battle. That's why, like you said, the best thing brothers like that in the world could do is support. If you know where the truth is at, support the truth. You know what I mean? Support it with your finances, support it with referring people to it. You know what I mean? Or the other option is getting all black so the Lord could approve that you come in here.
Right.
You understand what I mean? But you're not gonna go just stand in front of a mic and try to take the glory of, you know, the priests and prophets of the Lord as if you have something to say to the people. No, you have nothing to say to the people because you have different messages. I mean, the lifestyle you live is not according to what the Lord wants. So, I mean, he's just a perfect example of no man comes to me unless the Father draws him. If you want to follow Christ, it's only one way to do it. You can't come in and, you know, do it your own way.
It definitely is. It's a short bit of what you're saying, but I don't want to knock him too hard because again, he's in the world. He's in the world. He doesn't fully get it. He ain't gonna understand. You know, if he's trying to take the glory or what, that's, you know, maybe not. I do believe he was genuinely frustrated with how they had him. I do believe he was genuinely frustrated, but definitely to your point, the warrior. Like, if you're going to stand up for something, it can't be you. You know how to realize, okay, this is bigger. If you know your people are the real Jews, then they are not. Then they got something of yours. There's no turning around behind the thing. They have to give back what they stole.
Right, that's right.
What they stole, and you're going to have to stand on that, even if it means you go broke. But that also is a testament to the brothers and sisters who in the ISUPK under command and Johnny Yahanna, who done change their life, who ascribe to the life, who take the good with the bad, the rain with the sun, the up with the down. It's a testament to those brothers and sisters, to the tremendous sacrifice they make, and not you know, putting themselves in a position where now they're really at the mercy of the world. Like, it doesn't matter how this thing go. We 10 toes down till this thing go down.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? So we could speak boldly about it and tell the truth about what's going on and not have to come back and issue an apology. Or even playing that, even if this is a gimmick. We don't have to gimmick nothing. We don't say it for what it is all day. He could have been on the street embarrassing the moil, asking the same Jewish trainer who talk about taking his children if the moil ever sanitized his little private parts, his little small hat private parts. He could have definitely gone all the way with it and let it happen, but again, this is the job here, is, as you say, the Lord had to call you for that thing because you speak in his words. You know what I mean? If this is real and he's really there, they done got him and defeat him, and Lord be with him, you know, going forward, because they're gonna make him pay. They're gonna make him pay for this thing. Nick Cannon had to pay. Nick Cannon had to apologize over and over and donate money, and I think he had to give up some of that wilding out for a while. Give it up to them. I think he doesn't even own the trademark wilding out. Some Jewish man own it. He might own the creative ideas for the show, but the actual name wilding out to somebody else who owns it. And so they're gonna make him pay for everything. You know what I mean? Anybody else want to jump in?
So, and if I may too, and this is why what Christ gave us is so valuable, because when you come to serve Christ, he already gave the layout on how to operate in this evil, wicked society that
Right.
is ruled by the wicked. The scripture says the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. And Christ gave us the layout on how to operate. He told us, just know when they hate you, they hated me first.
Right.
And I forgot which one of y'all said, I think it was you, Cap. But okay, the thing that comes with being a celebrity or entertainer, by default, your profession is validation. Like that's almost that's part of the profession, is receiving validation. Like there's a certain attribute that the brothers and sisters in the UPK under commanding General Yahanna have that is so valuable and is so slept on. The attribute of being okay with being the villain for right
Yeah.
now. When I say being the villain, meaning we're not the actual villain, because you're going to see that we were right and we are the only ones who truly believe and follow Christ. But the attribute of being okay with being hated by everybody, to go into a room and to say the thing that offends everybody. And I've seen this happen with captains. I've seen this happen with the generals. I came into the truth watching Commander General Yahanna sit on panels with Muslims and Christians and in churches, and be the only one to say something that was contrary to everything that was being said. Like, there's an attribute that the Lord gave us when you follow Christ that is so valuable. It's the thing in kids that when everybody else stands up to say the Pledge of Allegiance, they are able to sit down and be okay with sitting down. When everybody stands up at the basketball game to do the Star Spangled Banner, they sit down. Like that thing in us that when Christ said they hate you, they hated me first. Kanye, he did the best he could, and like you said, I think it was an honest grievance. I think just you see with many black celebrities, Michael Jackson, Prince, Little Richard. So many black celebrities have tried to come out and speak against these damn small hats, the Jewish man, because they're raping black artists. You understand? They completely stealing and taken from these black artists. And many black artists have been speaking out against it, but they don't have the attribute of being okay with being hated. And that attribute is the Holy Spirit.
Right.
The Holy Spirit is what you need to be able to be okay with being hated. And what the scripture says, suffer righteously. You understand? Like I love the fact that we can be in here and we never have to apologize for what we say, because it's the truth. And if you're not in here, if you are in a society, if you are in a realm where now your whole goal is validation or money, you're not going to be able to do it. And Kanye, man, you were so close when you spoke to Captain Tazaria. You understand? Even if you did apologize, Kanye, you should have been sending money to Commander General Yahanna. You understand? You should have offset you having to apologize by, you know what, these crackers making me apologize in public. I'm gonna send bread in private to offset what I had to do in public. Like, you should have now put your money in the place where we are able to say the things that you know to be true. And we don't have to apologize. So I just want to say the Rakatha Yahweh Yahweh for Christ, you understand, and raising up Commander General Yahanna, because this attribute we take it for granted. We take it for granted how we live our lives and being against society and standing up for things that nobody else is going to stand up for, saying the thing that nobody else is going to say. Like, we really take that for granted because it's rare. Nobody else has it. Nobody else can do it. Salagi.
Yep. I think you hit the nail on the head there, Kazak, when you say we take it for granted, because 100%, because again, the life we live in here is so insulated. I want to say insulated. I want everybody listening to understand the context, because we done, under the Spirit of the Most High and Christ, under Commander General Yahanna, we done built damn like an ecosystem. We done built our own, our own world. We done built the kingdom of heaven. I can't even mince words with it. We done built the kingdom of heaven in here. And many times, because we interact with each other so much, we could forget, that what we know and how we live is not how everybody, is not what everybody knows and how everybody lives until we interact one-on-one with somebody over some time, and you get to realize, oh shit, okay, they really don't know. They don't understand what I understand. They don't really know. And for sure, it's the same thing with Kanye West here. It's like, he did the best he could. He's in the world. He really doesn't understand every single thing. He was angry enough to speak out and say it for a second, and that's that. But if this is genuine and they have defeated you, Kanye West, as a man to another man, you don't owe black people an apology at all for that. You don't owe black people an apology for none of your rants, none of, asking to see your child. You highlighted so many problems that black people go through, whether it's in the music industry or whether it's in family life with, being an outcast as a father to your children. And being the better parent 90% of the time. You're the better parent, but you're not able to exercise that parental right. But for this here, for talking about, the companies that would just take all the money, for talking about the deals, for talking about who doing what, you don't need to apologize to us for that. You need to apologize to us for making us look at Kim Kardashian like something. You need to apologize to us for taking all these white women. You should apologize to us for that, because we would have much rather seen you with a sister. We'd have much rather that daughter have a black mother. We'd have much rather that thing. But as far as the words that came out of your mouth, they were true and pure and from God. And then you don't have to apologize to us for none of that thing. You dig? We could move on. Anything else on this, or you want to move on? We could move on, right?
Khan, sir.
All right, where we at? I definitely want to get into Canada and these Jets. Trump is he's a gangster, boy. That nigga is an absolute, certified gangster. You know what I mean? I think, what is that, number 7?
5, sir.
5? 5 or 7? What's 5?
Salaki, let me go back to it. No, Salaki, yes, 7.
7? All right, let's go.
Yep. U.S. warns they will send fighter jets into Canadian airspace if F-35 deal doesn't go through. The United States could alter its decades-old North American Aerospace Defense Command deal with Canada should its government backtrack on the purchase of 88 Lockheed Martin F-35 fighter jets. The U.S. ambassador to Canada has warned. In the latest back and forth between the U.S. and Canada over the deal, Ambassador Pete Hoekstra cautioned that if Canada purchased fewer fighter jets, the U.S. would fill those gaps in security concerns. That could mean the U.S. would need to purchase more F-35 fighter jets for its own use and use them to intervene in Canadian airspace more frequently. Under the current terms of NORAD, the U.S. and Canada can operate in one another's airspace to track or intercept threats. However, Hoekstra indicated U.S. intervention would go even further should the fighter jet deal change, thus requiring new terms to the Cold War era agreement. NORAD would have to be altered, Hoekstra told CBC News. Hoekstra's comments come months after the Canadian government indicated it was reviewing the terms of the fighter jet deal after finding the program to be costlier than expected. In 2000,
go ahead.
Keep going, sir.
Is there any more relatable, or we can stop it there?
I'm not quite sure. I can keep reading so just to see.
Go ahead.
Khan, in 2022, Canada agreed to purchase 88 F-35A advanced fighter jets from Lockheed Martin, with the country initially committing to funding 16 deliverable jets. But quickly, the program ran into challenges. Not only has it taken longer than anticipated to manufacture the jets, but a 2025 initial audit of the deal found that the program had risen to $27.7 billion in cost, up from its initial $19 billion, with tensions between the U.S. and Canada increasing due to President Donald Trump's tariff threats. Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney called for the review.
Listen, brother, the whole program is worth the whole package. They have a program package with this Lockheed Martin thing. One of these jets could run from anywhere from 82 million to 125, 130 million. One of these jets. And then there's it's just like you buy a Toyota or something like that. There's maintenance after, engine maintenance, oil change, this that runs all the way up to 2088. And the entire deal is worth about $2 trillion with the amount of jets that they're supposed to get. So whatever deal they made in 2022 got to be with Biden when he was there. I don't know what Biden administration had to do with it. But initially it was one price. And they say they'll have 60 deliverable. They'll get in 16 of these F-35s. And they'll deliver the other, what, is 62? Because it's 88 jets in total, right? They'll deliver the other 82.
Right.
Later on. They can't deliver the 16 yet, plus the price going up, just like some shiesty contractor. You get a whole shiesty ass plumber. He cut your water off, rip the plumbing out, and then come back and say, well, I told you this was going to cost $2,000. I meant $20,000 because you see, we got to replace the foundation and buy you a new roof. And, you know, he's got to run it down. Canada say, hold up, nigga. Hold up. I can't afford these jets you're talking about. And they're pressing Canada to get the jets because they're saying they need this to secure the whole continent. Like, you know, it's a wonder why they're pressing Canada to get the jets. One is to make money, but two is to expand America's territory. In the West, it's to expand America's territory. And with the deal they had with NORAD and, you know, the whole airspace thing, Canada would monitor their airspace in accordance with what America wants. America would operate, monitor their own airspace. But with this whole thing here and what Trump has been doing, they are absolutely paranoid and scared of the threat that could come to the American mainland now. They say because all their enemies are fully capable of attacking America at home. They're fully capable. That's what the Pentagon is saying. They're fully capable of attacking America at home. So they want to be able to lock down the borders, lock down the airspace, make sure they could do everything they can. So they pull Canada into this deal. Canada wants to pull out now. So America is saying, if you all don't buy them 88 jets and use them, we'll take up the other part of the contract, but we will fly over Canada whenever we want to surveil, to just do a little spin the block, drive by, post up, walk the beat. And of course, Canada don't want that. Canada absolutely doesn't want F-35s flying over because they might miss them. F-35s might mistake somebody's house for some, Taliban or something and start shooting it down.
Salak, sir, if I could, all of this is coming off the back of, the Canadian Prime Minister. They had a summit last week in Davos in Switzerland. And that Canadian Prime Minister gave a speech where he was like, we not going to let ourselves be bullied by America. We're not going to let, whatever is taking place with this, what they call it, administration and all of this bullying they doing, we're not going to stand for it. And Canada's willing to do whatever it takes to sever ties and to rework deals. We'll go and do deals with Russia. We'll go and do deals with China. We'll do deals with anybody. Nobody going to tell us what we can and can't do. And, you know, Canada's been real aggressive about pushing back against them tariffs that Trump started when he first came into office at the beginning of 2025. You know what I'm saying? So this is the response to that. This is America saying, oh, so y'all think y'all just going to cut ties with us and y'all going to go do whatever deals y'all want to do? Nah, B, listen here. Back out of this deal if you want to. Decide you're not going to pay that money you said you was going to pay for these jets if you want to. We'll just commandeer your airspace. Now what deals you going to do? Now what agreement you going to make with China and Russia? What you think you going to back out the deal with us, this $1 trillion deal with us, and go buy planes from China? You think you're going to get you some of them, you know, PlayStation 5s from Hong Kong to fly around? No, I'm going to stick to this deal or else there's going to be problems. And if I could, it goes to, if I could get Obadiah chapter 1, verse 8. You know, I spoke, when we did this show months ago with the whole Doge and everything that they were trying to do with Elon Musk.
Right.
When Donald Trump took office, with him ushering in all of these people that are basically brown noses and kiss asses to him and do whatever he say to do, they got rid of all of their specialists who've been in the CIA and the FBI and these different organizations for years that had ties to different governments in the intelligence community. A lot of this stuff used to be happening in back doors, you know what I'm saying, behind closed curtains and in whispered, you know what I'm saying, behind closed doors. But because of Donald Trump erasing all of those relationships and getting rid of all of those skilled people, now all of this shit is out in the open. We get to see how these deals really get done and see how messy and gangster and evil and wicked and backstabby all of this business is.
Right.
You would like to think that this just started happening with Donald Trump, where America been bullying everybody. America come capture your leader, capture your president and his wife while they, you know what I'm saying, about to go to have a midnight snack. America been doing this all around the world. The reason why you never heard about it before was because the people in the government was more subtle.
Right.
They was more diabolical, more deviant. But we living in a time now where the Lord is he's erased the wise men. If I could get Obadiah 1:8, he's gonna break it down for you.
Khan, Obadiah chapter 1, verse 8. Shall I not in that day, saith the Lord, even destroy the wise men out of Edom and understanding out of the mount of Esau?
Like the Lord has destroyed the wise men out of Edom. He's removed the men of understanding out of Esau. Like they used to be, America used to move in a way where they could have, I never forget this term, in that movie Independence Day, when the aliens showed up and they took them down in a bunker and they said, the president was like, why didn't y'all tell me about this? I'm supposed to know about stuff like this. And he was like, 1 word, two words, Mr. President, plausible deniability. Plausible deniability is the white man's compartmentalization of his evil. So one hand don't know what the other one's doing. That's so when they ask the one hand, what about all this evil going on? He could be like, I don't know what evil you talking about.
That's right.
What evil? Plausible deniability. Well, Donald Trump didn't get rid of all of that. It's out the window. And now all the evil is out in the open and everybody gets to see just how much of a devil the white man is. So much of a devil, he's backstabbing himself. These Canadian devils and these American devils is the same devils. But because Donald Trump doesn't know how to play the game the right way, now we get to see the devil divided against himself. You understand? Salakia,
Yep.
Salakia,
right.
Good.
Come on, Cap.
I was looking at that NORAD and I was trying to see who run it. It's run by a U.S. Air Force commander, General Gregory M. Gilead. And so he works for he reports to both U.S. President and Canadian Prime Minister, but he's a U.S. Air Force commander, so you know who he reporting to.
Right.
So
at least who he taking orders from.
Exactly. You know who he taking orders from. So that's interesting right there.
Yeah. Listen, Gab, you so right. Like they really expanding the territorial control of the West. Like they want, by the end of this year, there really ain't gonna be no separate countries in it. It's just gonna be the United States is gonna be the entire Western Hemisphere. Like that's really how he wants to play it. Like they ain't gonna be no South America, Central America, Canada, Alaska. None. He wanted from the tip of Argentina to the cold fronts of Canada. He wanted all the way up and down to be in charge of everything, and it's the deal of the devil. It's one of them things where it's damned if you do, damned if you don't.
So like,
and he puts in that to everybody. Come on, Cap.
God, that scripture called him the prince of the air.
Come on.
You understand?
Exactly.
So when you talk about airspace and and outer space, he the print, like that's what he do. Scripture say he would ascend, he wanted to ascend to the heavens. You know what I'm saying? So this right here, Canada, and they didn't made a pact with them, and that commander is the U.S. Air Force commander, even though he report to both. You know what I'm saying? He's American. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's over on this side. So like you said, he's getting his orders from Donald Trump. So that deal don't fall through. He's gonna press a button. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna fly. They're gonna be probably doing exercising drills all over Canada, all kind of stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I yield.
Yep. And you see like how they extract Maduro. If they have the ability to fly planes into their airspace, what's stopping them from just extracting Connie? What's stopping them from just, making a story? Connie is involved with some high resolution new cocaine that comes from, the North Pole. And they'll just go in there and take Connie. And then Trump will be on TV saying, well, who's in charge of Canada now? I'll run Canada. I'm in charge, just like he did with Venezuela. Like, that's what's going on now. Like, that whole thing with Venezuela, it serves so many purposes. Not just the oil, but it made every ally and adversary sit up in their chair. It made everybody sit up in their chair and pay attention, because if we allow it, if they give the devil space, you give him room, you give him an inch, he's going to take a mile. And everybody is watching it, everybody watching what he's doing. So this thing with Canada right here, it's him just grabbing Canada as a territory. You can already see he has South America with Venezuela, going after Colombia. He already have his hands into Panama. You see they're destroying all the Chinese, monuments that they have down there. You need Canada, and that probably would be about it. He already did the deal with Argentina, remember? He went down there and gave them $1 billion for the grain or the wheat or whatever it is. For the cattle.
Beef, I believe it was, sir.
For the beef. I think it had some grain involved too, right? It was beef and grain, or grain for beef or something like that. So he's handling the earth. Go ahead, Salaki.
As you bring up Argentina, I saw something recently. Them Argentinians crying right now because a part of Argentina is being burnt to the ground by the small hats.
Wow.
You understand? For them to take over a certain part of Argentina, and they tried to get the story out, but it ain't coming out. Some village, I forget the name of the people that are trying to put it on, but they say it looked like is their military soldiers going down this, setting fires, and and making it look like it's the locals. But they're crying out, saying that they want their that community back. You understand?
Patagonia.
Yes, that's it.
Patagonia.
There's nothing in the news right now. You know what I mean? But there's that part in Argentina. They say right now outside of Israel, they say Argentina was the other spot that was trying to make like a land for the people. You understand? And they say they're burning that village down. You understand? To try and get them people out of there.
That's why
they're doing this exact same thing they're doing to the Palestinians across there to try and get their land. You know what I mean? So to bring.
No. You good? I'm trying to look for a little video of it. That's what I'm here looking for. Go ahead.
So like I said, you frozen too, so your video frozen. But
you can hear me?
Yeah, you too wild now. It seems like whenever like you trying to look something up, it'll freeze. That's what it seems like it's doing. Concert. But no, what you said, Cap, just a moment ago when you said how what they did in Venezuela is making everybody else, these other nations, rise to their feet. And that's exactly why in Job 18:11, what is coming to America is going to make America rise to her feet. Because you can't operate a certain way and then expect that what you have sown into the earth, you will not reap.
Right.
It doesn't work like that. I know you white people, you think that there's not a just God in heaven because you've been able to get away with what you've been able to get away with. The scripture says, you know, the wicked think that judgment will not come because it tarry. Judgment is coming.
Right.
And you've made everybody else rise to their feet through your military might, through your backdoor deals, through your lies and deception and oppression and destabilization and your CIA. You have done evil, absolute evil in this earth. Things that we're gonna be surprised when more come out. We already know a lot. It's so much out already, but when more comes out, the world is gonna be shocked to know that at what level these devils have operated in the shadow and evil, especially against God's people. Well, it only makes sense that you've made everybody else rise to their feet in fear. Your day is coming. Your day is rapidly coming where now you are going to rise to your feet because of terrors. Terrors will make you afraid on every side. And your strength will be hunger bitten. That day is coming. That day is coming. You can't think that you're going to be the strong man, the big man forever. There's always somebody looking to take your spot. You understand? You white men, you deal like gangsters. You know gangsterism better than anybody else. They try to act like that's our culture. You devils know gangsterism better than anybody else. You know how this works. There's always somebody lurking for your spot. It's always, and it's always somebody that's you thought was close to you. That's how it works. It's never somebody that's from outside. It's always somebody that is right here in your camp. And the threat is coming from your people. The threat is going to come from your own people. While you making everybody else rise to your feet, your own people, white people here in America, are going to destabilize and bring down America. And you so stretched thin trying to police the world as if you have any moral authority to do so. And you're going to have to now focus on where do I send the troops? I thought that it was okay having the ICE bully people here in America. And you're going to see these white men are going to start shooting ICE agents. Arizona, the Arizona Attorney General already said that she is I don't want to misphrase it. The Arizona Attorney General already gave the green light for citizens in Arizona that it is self-defense if you shoot masked men. What? Damn. You gonna see. You ICE agents are going to start to get shot and killed by white men, not by us. That's the thing. Not by blacks and Hispanics. You're going to start to get shot and killed. And the Lord is going to have you. Go ahead, sir.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. Finish the point you was making.
Go
ahead, Cap.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead. I was just going for YouTube. We are not inciting violence.
That's right.
I'm reporting. Yeah. I just want to get a report.
Yeah.
I'm not a white man. I have no intention of, putting somebody on the business end of a firearm. I'm not a white man. I have no intention of it. I just want to be fully aware of what's about to take place in here so I can start to dig my bunker.
That's right.
That's right.
As soon as that ice thaw, I'm gonna start to dig something and fly up the side like them old Vietnam Kongs.
That's right.
Tell everybody, all right, time to get down because it's about to be the wild, wild west out here.
Right.
Go ahead, finish up, please, and let's stick back to that senator who said whatever.
The Kawakandi, the Arizona Attorney General, and like Captain Nathak said, we are not encouraging, inciting, or inspiring violence. We are priests and prophets. Our job is to warn the people. You better listen to the Commander General Yahanna and UPK here. We tell you these white men are going to Start to shoot ICE agents, and then you won't have to worry about what's going on overseas because you're spread so thin. The Roman Empire failed the same way. They tried to police, they've spread themselves too thin and then had moral decay and civil decay within their own empire. America, you think you're special? You're no different. You're no different. We want to see that you are going to have to rise to your feet because of what you've sown in the earth. So, like,
that's right. I to what you're saying too. You realize we ain't hearing about the Epstein. You see, right now, you can't put the word Epstein, you can't create a video with the word Epstein in it on TikTok. TikTok is censored like a mother effer. You understand? You can't, you can't, I mean, certain things you can't say on TikTok anymore. You know what I mean? And this is proof that, you know what I mean, it's the deep state trying to make the, you know what I mean, the poor people fight against each other. So whatever in the Epstein file, I'm telling you, it had to be some nasty shit. It's a lucky. Something foul in that joint, because they're willing to take this place there so that them files don't come out, which is, you know what I mean, which is Esau in itself. You know what I mean? Yeah. He trying to hide. This come on, hold up, this. And your promise you was going to open the files. Let's see what's in the files. They say some pages about 2% come out, and they redacted. Yeah, I mean, a whole heap of it with no reasons whatsoever. And normally you're supposed to give some reasons on why you're redacting these names or these statements. Why you're redacting it? No reasons.
Because
so right now it's in court. You know what I mean?
They're going. Somebody had to go sit in a cell if they don't redact that. As it stands, they have to redact. You know what I mean? Listen, there's a video here. Yeah, this is the one. I wonder if I could get this any bigger, bro.
Yeah, you pause all the way, Cap.
Okay, what about now?
You move. Yeah, you're moving now.
Good. Yeah, they're already getting to stop the flow of things. Okay, this is a video here, brother, that I am 100% sure is. At first, I thought it was AI, but I looking at the movements of everybody, it looked to be a straight up, video. But look at this here, brother, and tell me what y'all think.
No! Keep clutching. Oh, my mom, keep clutching. Keep clutching. I'm walking. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. If I would walk on public property, bitch ass nigga, I ain't no immigrant. Nigga, I'm black. Hey, son, touch me. I want you to. Oh, okay. Y'all ass. Y'all some whole ass niggas. We kill shit broad day, face clear. Come on, cuz. Get behind that line. You good. Yeah, I know I am. Nigga, what the fuck you want to do if I was? You good right there. All right, then, shut the fuck up. Shut up. Shut up. Bitch ass nigga. You ain't had that badge on. I beat your ass. Take your shit in and pop you with it, nigga. We do that shit. Nigga, you get arrested. Nigga, if I was gonna spit on you, I'll spit on you. You're gonna talk my face. I'm talking. You're gonna get arrested. I'm talking. Who? Spit in my face. Nigga, give me a fucking suit. Fuck off. Turn on you, bitch ass. Keep clutching your gun. Keep clutching your gun. Oh, no. We have it on camera. Keep clutching your gun. What you scared? What you scared? I don't give a fuck about no gun, cuz I do this for real. Stop being scared of me, nigga. I'm talking. Bitch ass nigga. Clutch your gun. Clutch it, little bitch. You a bitch. Like I said, what you gonna do? Do it. Pull it out. Pull it out. I don't give a fuck. Pull it out, nigga. You see the demon in me, bitch. Pull it out. Pull it out while I'm hard. Do it. Do it. Get in your car, nigga. Get in your car. What you saying? Oh, what's up? You still? Yeah. Stop touching me. Stop touching me. Nigga, what the fuck is you gonna do? What is you gonna do? Yeah, don't waste no time dying on me. I'm telling you. Because we all got shots. What's up? What's up? We all got shots. Scary ass nigga. I'll put that K on you bitch ass niggas.
No, listen, at first you watching this damn video, you would think that, yeah, a brother is standing up to them. I'm not sure that's what this is. I can't be sure. First off, the ICE agents' cars are parked so far apart from how they usually pull up and operate, where they form like a perimeter with the car. Somebody at the top, somebody at the bottom. They park so far apart. Secondly, wherever the hell they are, who they was raiding, it's empty as shit. There's nobody there but the cameraman, that white bitch, and this, I want to say coon, without proof, but that's how I analyze this shit. And this video is making its way around. You understand? You see the ICE agents walk into their cars. The cars is parked not back first, but forward in. They went to eat or something. There's not on the clock. My take is this. That brother is one of them. And this is a staged video to inspire people to go at ICE because they're killing too many white people. They need to be able to kill some niggas because, you know, we could deal with the protest, but when the protest is white people and they're going to pull money, you see they had to pull Bovino off of the streets. Because look how close he's walking. Look at where their cars are parked. This is not, they didn't pull up to nobody. You understand what I'm saying? They did not pull up to anybody to, you know, to raid anybody or arrest anybody. They went there to get coffee and sat and came up with this idea. That old big back bitch right there, she's one of them too. She is one of them too. This is not, because I'll be absolutely surprised. Like, I'll have to see a tape of this brother talking and people talking about him. And, you know, just like with the Somalian made a video where the ICE agents came to him and he speaking them off, and Greg Bovino was there. And then he went on CNN and all of that. If that don't come out of this brother is one of them. And this whole thing is designed to inspire Black people to start going at these ICE agents so that they could execute us instead of Rene Good and Alex Pretty.
Yeah. Because that part there where he turning back on the dude walking behind him, you can't be law enforcement on doing that garbage.
And listen, Cap, you're so right. Because look right here. His firearm is on the nigga side. Like, it's on the inside of him. When you ought to put that on the outside, you ought to put yourself between the person, the assailant or the aggressor, and your firearm. You can't have your firearm on the inside closer to him. It's like sports with a ball. Put yourself between the man and the ball. Basketball, football, whatever it is. Like, this whole thing just screams of, we need to get some of these Black people. We used to killing them. We know how to deal with them. No justice, no peace. They're going to sing, they're going to dance, and go back home. These white people, too much of them getting killed. Too much of them getting killed. And we need a video with them doing all of this thing here. Because who else has spoken to them and got to go home and got to walk away? Nobody. No. They put their hands in your forehead, following, going up so close to them. Nobody pushed them off. Nobody even tased them. Come on, man.
So like, sir, if I could, if you go on TikTok, there's a whole campaign of white people asking Black people, where y'all at? Like, the whole Minnesota protest, there's white people saying, Black people, why aren't y'all standing up for what's happening to the Latinos in Minnesota? Why aren't y'all standing up for what's going on with ICE? And there's a whole response section on TikTok of Black people responding saying, y'all not finna get us out there in the streets protesting and rioting so we could die for y'all. We're not stupid. We know what's going on. We understand that y'all trying to provoke us to respond and to react, and we're not going to do it. And these is all people in the world, but they are saying, we know gaslighting when we see it. Y'all try to gaslight us. Okay, man, it's a video. I'm not going to be able to find this on Facebook, but it was a white man saying, you know, Black people, where y'all at? And the response was, we at where we always been at. You white people too. White people get unalived, and this is new to y'all. We had to live through this with Eric Gardner, with Trayvon Martin, with Sandra Bland, with you know what I'm saying, Mike Brown. We seen black people unalived on videotape, not doing nothing wrong, saying I can't breathe. We watched George Floyd. And when we came out and said this is evil, this is unjust, look at what the government is doing to us, y'all said, oh no, we gotta wait for an investigation, man. We not really sure what happened on the video. You know, the video could say a bunch of things. We not really sure. We've lived through this for so long, being unalive, suffering injustices, and then watching the government come out and lie, and then nobody does nothing. Now that it happened to 2 white people in Minnesota, y'all think we finna rush out there and lay our bodies down on the ground for y'all to walk over? We're not doing it. We're gonna sit this one out. And that's been the back and forth taking place on TikTok as white men saying, black people, where y'all at? And black people saying, we at where we always been at. Cracker, like, what you mean where we at? How dare you ask us where we at? We in the same place we always been, fighting against oppression, dealing with the evil and the cruelty of this government, and dealing with the, you know what I'm saying, the unjust treatment that we've suffered from y'all. We're not finna go out there and riot and fight and protest and shoot and go against the government. That's what's happening right now in Minnesota is white on white problems. We're gonna stay ourselves out of it, let y'all deal with it. That's been the conversation online, sir. Salaki. And so this video that you just showed is part of that. It's them trying to draw us in, trying to rile us up, trying to get us to be aggressive and be. Nah, we're not doing none of that, man. And thanks be to the Most High. Salaki, go ahead, sir.
No, go ahead, finish off.
I was going to say, thanks be to the Most High and Christ for commanding General Yahanna and the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. This wisdom and knowledge that we're putting out is reaching out to brothers and sisters in the world. They might not be coming all the way into the truth. They might not be putting on all black, but they are hearing and understanding that this is not our fight. Now is the time that we got to put our trust and our faith in the Lord. And if the white man got issues with his government, if they got to, fight and bear arms and all of that, that's their business. Let them handle that. We sitting this one out. Salaki.
I just want to find out from you, Sakji. So, are they saying, are they including what's going on with ICE and the Latinos, or they are just really asking us to respond to the 2 shootings mainly?
No, they're speaking about ICE and the Latinos, but they haven't made these videos until these white people get killed.
I got you. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, and that's the response. The response is, how dare y'all ask us where we at? We've been in the same place we've always been. This is not a new problem. What's happening with ICE right now is not a new phenomenon for our people. We've been getting deported. We've been getting rounded up. We've been being targeted by the government. They've been doing cruel and unjust things to us and lying about it. And we tried to tell y'all would not listen. But now that it's happening in Minnesota and it happens to 2 white people, y'all dare turn your face at us and ask us where we at? Man, don't ask me. It's like, that's the spirit. The spirit is, man, don't talk to us, devil, about where we at. We've been suffering. We suffering the same way we always been suffering. Don't try to act like now that it's happening to you, we supposed to jump and be on your side. Nah, y'all deal with that. That's y'all issue now. Y'all sat by while we dealt with it in the streets and protested. Well, now that it's your turn, y'all got to deal with it.
Yeah. It's like we definitely in Israel School of UPK, we for sure 100% 10 toes down support every one of the 12 tribes of Israel who's had to deal with ICE and their Gestapo technique and their bullying and their assault and their, straight up unlawful behavior towards our people. But you oppressors, you want us to cry for you when you would not cry for us. You want us to come and lay, hazard our lives and bodies for you when you would not do that for us. You haven't been doing it for us. You didn't do that at all. Now because you didn't fix the problem in the house when it was attacking the slave quarters, now the problem done made it to the big house. And you want slaves to come and try to fix the big house. You should have fixed it when it was in the quarters. You didn't care about it in the quarters. You didn't care about it. It's like any infection. You get an infection in your mouth. It starts off with your gums swelling up or something. And you don't go take care of that thing. Now the shit has infected your jaw. not just down to the root of the tooth. Your whole jaw is infected. You're looking at sepsis now because of all the abscess that's in your mouth. You're looking at sepsis if you don't take care of it. You should have took care of it when you got the first infection. But the problem is the infection is your people. The thing that's wrong, the virus, the thing that's, attacking society and being harmful to society is your people. And you can't see yourself. So if you had to take care of the infection, you'd be fighting yourself. Then you would be the problem. You didn't want that. You wanted to blame us. Like the Utah man, the Utah governor, where he said, I was praying for 36 hours, some old ridiculous shit he said. He said, I was praying for 36 hours that it wasn't one of us. Why would you have to do that? Why would you have to do that? Ted Bundy was a white man. John Wayne Gacy was a white man. JF Shooter was a white man. Martin Luther King Shooter was a white man. Why would you praise one of us? That's not something we do, but you want to pin the tail on the donkey. You want to just have fun and just put the blame on us every time. You can't blame us for everything and not give us credit for building your country. If we do everything wrong, then we doing everything. We also built your country. But you can't come and erase and critical race theory and pull everything out of the books and say we did nothing and we just lazy and shiftless and also blame us for everything wrong in the country. That shit don't work like that. That shit don't work like that at all. White people, this is your turn to be a black person. Nigga, go ahead, Khan, please, come on.
Now, what you're saying is so right, Cap. And I had to pose that question the weekend not this past weekend, but the weekend before. Is everybody always come up to the camp. Well, aren't there any good white people? Aren't there any good? Well, Renee, her last name was good. and you unalived her. It seemed like all the good ones, the bad ones kill. It seemed like every time we think there's a good one, then you unalived them. So what does this say about you?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we got a list. We can name some quote unquote good ones. What did John Lewis say? Good trouble. Get in some good trouble.
Damn.
Well, it's double trouble now in the Twin Cities.
Yeah.
Now you have to look in the mirror and understand white supremacy did that. Like you said, Cap, white supremacy is imploding. It's self-cannibalizing itself now. And there's nowhere you can go. And see, now that's why history is so important. It's good that we have a memory. That's one thing our oppressor don't want us to have. So now let's do an instant replay. Let's see how you look at Rodney King now. Let's go back now. Do you still feel the same way?
Right.
About resistance? Oh, I forgot those kids that got dogs sick on them in Birmingham. Oh, they were disturbing the peace, right? That's what you told them? It wasn't freedom fighters. They was disturbing the social order. Do you still feel that way now?
Right.
You don't feel that way now. But now it's too late. The Lord told Cain, you don't stop, sin lieth at the door.
That's right.
And now the door is open.
That's right.
I yield.
So like it, Cap Mashaka, if I could, I put a clip in the chat, sir. If you could pull it up. And it goes into what we all saying. Like the level of gas, okay, I don't know if it's gaslighting or what, but being in the truth and knowing the level of the wickedness of our oppressor and his hypocrisy, like they really pulling out all the stops to try and I'm at a loss for words. But this clip right here, if Captain Mashaka can pull it up, it was from a news report last night that I watched on MSNBC, right? And you're going to hear this cat try and invoke the spirit of black people to come and join in with this stance that they taking up there in Minnesota. And it made me furious when I watched this because it was like, devil, we've been saying what we've been saying about the evil and about the oppression and about the cruelty of the government. And y'all did not want to hear it. Y'all did not want to listen. our suffering and our frustration with oppression has been entertainment for these devils. They have listened to our music. They've watched our movies. They've loved the struggle and the plight of the black man. But now that struggle, or now the forces that have been the cause of that struggle is coming down on them, now they want to turn to us and be like, oh, now we understand. Now we get it. No, you don't, devil. You'll never understand it. You'll never get it because you and your people have benefited off of the system that you claim to now be oppressed by that has been oppressing us for 400 years.
Right.
And it's just like, I can't, I'm hoping maybe y'all can help me with the words. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a brother that really gets lost at a loss for words, but this clip here made me not be able to really say, I can't find
what is going on.
It's a lot of it. So if you can play it, I think y'all might understand.
The witchcraft is thick in this one. You can't even call it out. It's like, what the fuck is this shit?
It's super heavy, sir.
All right, let me see. Let me know if you hear it.
Deportations.
You could hear it?
Yeah, we can hear it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you can call this anything but the White House blinking.
When Gil Scott-Heron said the revolution will not be televised, he meant he didn't think corporate media would broadcast any truth from the streets, from the protests. And his critique applied in so many ways. Some of that, though, is now breaking through. And the poet Nas warned in his song about propaganda, quote, "What's a fox characteristic? Slick, censored misinformation, pimp the station, overstimulation. The sly fox locked in an idiot box. When is this ignorant crap going to stop? They monopolizing news, your views, and the channel you choose." Bars.
That shit sent me over the edge last night watching this shit, man. I said, no, this goddamn cracker did not just sit here and give us 4 bars from Nas talking about Fox and the misinformation from the lies on the TV. Then he had the nerve to look at the camera and say, bars. The shit I'm talking about. Salaki.
You gotta give him some points. I'm sure he rehearsed the fuck out of that.
Exactly.
He rehearsed. He has so much selfie videos with him in the dressing room. Telling the motherfucker the whole misinformation. He probably, brother, A for effort, devil. A for effort. I can't A for effort.
Can I say one thing, Chad? And you know, boy, let you know right there, man. And the closer we get to the end, once again, our struggle is authentic. Like everybody else, like we are the textbook for oppression. Like that, like they can't really talk about being oppressed without mentioning us, because ours is the foundation of why this nation is where it's at now. Like for him to do that, that means that now they let you know he's, and these people here on these news stations, you know, that they have communication specialists before, you know, they have people that write that stuff, so they know the target audience.
Right.
If I say this, now you can, man, we can make a connection. Let's make connection through Nas's music or through the, you know what I'm saying? Like that right there just shows you more and more. And listen, Soccer War, you know what's so heavy? I've been hearing more white people quote black poets, black civil rights people these past few weeks than I ever heard in my whole life.
Concert.
I've been hearing them quote Maya Angelou. I've been hearing them quote what's the other one? James Baldwin. I've been hearing them quote James Baldwin when he said that, you know, talking about using your own eyes and ears and how our eyes and ears are different than theirs. Like they have been using. So what does that let you know? That they knew all along.
Concert.
You get what I'm saying? That lets you know that they knew this all along.
Concert.
We can end the masquerade now.
Right.
You understand? They knew they were sitting back and they knew it, but now that it's affecting them, now that it's hitting home, they knew it all. Now they want to quote, they want to be down now. Oh yeah, we all the same, because they're getting ready to go into full all the way, guns and blazing. That's where they get like what Kazak been brought out. You know what I'm saying? That's where they at now. Cause I'm gonna tell you right now, the way they getting ready, the way these white folk buying up guns on both sides. They getting the concealed carry. It's so bad. Kyle Rittenhouse then made a statement against Trump about how he identifies with having a firearm. The NRA then made a statement against Donald Trump. That's how bad it's getting got with the Second Amendment in this place. And he lived by the sword. So you know what that means. I yield.
Listen, Cap, you so right. I'm gonna say one thing. Cap, like they quoting all these poets and stuff, and to the naked eye, it might seem like a new trend, but they've been quoting the Bible. They've been quoting black people their whole damn life.
Right.
The whole damn life. So now it's only right you quote the modern day poets. They're quoting the UPK. They're saying what the UPK been saying.
That's right.
But they said what Moses said. They said what Jeremiah said, what Isaiah said, which is black men anyway. Like you saying, Yahanna, our struggle is the only authentic one. It's the real one. It's the only thing to draw reference from. Everything else is really just child's play. I mean, go ahead, Kazak, please.
No, come on. What you said, you damn near took what I was getting ready to say, sir.
Oh,
No, you absolutely right. You absolutely right, sir. Like, don't be surprised as Esau is fighting against each other. And what happens when white people fight against each other, they start to tell the truth. They start to tell the truth, and they start to reveal what they've always known and seen. And I'm waiting for the day for one of these one of these newscast journalists to get online and say, because the great poet Captain Akkad said, "Let the oppressed rise and let the rich go until the sundown." You understand? Like, it's gonna get to the point where you all been watching us. You've never given credit to where it's due. It's gonna get so bad between white people. You're gonna hear them say, because the famous, the General Yahanna of the Black Israelites said, this. Like it's gonna get to the point where you ain't gonna be able to be vague and ambiguous and try to hide what you've already known. You already shown that you've known about our oppression and our suffering this whole time. Just let a little bit more happen. We're gonna find out that you've been watching us and listening to us this whole time, and we'll see. And then, of course, I mean, we'll just be like, yeah, we knew that already. And of course, you blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans that's watching, you should listen. You understand? Don't wait for a white man to have to quote, somebody from the UPK for you to listen to the UPK. Because by that time, it's too late. Listen to the UPK now. Let the white man catch up. So like it.
Right.
Go ahead, please.
It's all right, Kazak. Go ahead, Warrior.
If I could, sir, it's interesting how was going. It's interesting how Nas goes from a gangster rapper to a poet now. You understand what I mean? It's like okay, to bring out the point he was making, we're gonna have to clean him up, and make him a poet because now white people are quoting him. But before that, he was a gangster rapper.
Exactly.
A warrior, I realized that. Like a warrior, I would imagine if this was the 1600s, they would want to slit your throat out. They would be string him up. God wills it. God wills it. God wills it. You come in there with the hurtful words, Zach. Listen, you come in. It's amazing. The one you say is the gangster rapper is never a poet. You're gonna piss them people to fuck off, Rock. They're trying to make themselves feel good, a warrior. They're trying to make themselves feel cultured.
If I could, sir, as a child, I had Nas's album, and I couldn't play it too loud in the house because my mother didn't like that type of music. Because white people told her this was gangster rap.
That's right.
But now he's a poet when they want to use his references. You know what I mean? This just goes to show black people that this man decides what we think about our own people.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I remember me and certain brothers in the Christian church, we used to go to the bathroom and talk about our favorite rappers because we was not allowed to listen to no rap. You know what I mean? Rock and roll, no problem. Any type of music was no problem, but rap, you couldn't speak about that. You know what I mean? But black people in the Christian church had to act like they didn't like rap, but we used to talk about rap in the bathroom.
That's a good point too, because that's so crazy. Because I tell for me, I couldn't listen to Capleton on them. That conscious reggae. My father said, take that trash off. You understand? Like, you know what I mean? Like songs, you know what I mean? Like, and that just show you how, you know what I mean, the oppressor, you thinking he just here. He on the islands. He all over. You understand? And he framing everything. That's why the Bible said the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. You know what I mean? He framing you what you're listening to. You understand? What you like, what shoes you like, what clothes you like, framing everything. Right?
Yeah, like how Khan say he's the prince of the air. Go ahead, Khan. Go ahead.
Hey, you need to quote that other Nas song. They shooting. I made you look. Okay, I hope you got yourself a gun. I got some other songs you can quote too. You don't just stop there. They shooting. I made you look. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like let's go all the way. Let's not stop there. Let's go all the way to Queensbridge if you're gonna do it.
Right.
I yield.
Listen, and that's, man, it's so heavy because now in fact you done bring back a memory. I remember, brother, I was probably got to be 13 or 14. What grade is that up here? That's like what? Like 10th grade?
Nah, that's like 7th or 8th, 13, 14, like 8th, 9th grade.
8th, 9th grade. And okay, like in the Caribbean, there's a subject, you have English, and then you have a subject called literature, which is poetry and plays. You had to read Shakespeare and Men and Gods and learn about Greek and shit. And okay, this is the time. This is before I even knew Shakespeare's black. So I'm sitting in class and I'm like, why are we learning all this thus and thou? I couldn't pronounce the shit. I couldn't read. I couldn't get it. And I raised my hand and I remember we had this goddamn coon of a teacher, but we call him Boxhead. Everybody call him Boxhead. He looked like a big old Roblox character. And I raised my hand and I say, you know, why can't we learn? Why can't we break down Sizzler and Capleton and Dennis Brown and that music? I said, that's poetry. That's. He looked at me and he said, that's not poetry. How dare you compare that, brother? He started talking. Everybody in the class started laughing at me, and by this time I ready to hit him a fucking chair. I ready to throw the chair. I just asked him a serious question because I'm like, I can get into that shit. We could talk about, you know, what they're talking about. Like, what does this mean? What does Babylon mean? I'm thinking that's poetic. Brother, he started to berate me a certain way in the class, brother. I wanted to unalive him, like in a horrible way, brother. I was so hurt. I was hurt. I was fucking hurt. I dropped the class. Yeah. I dropped the class. My father, I dropped the damn class, brother. But it show you how, like, you know, I say it and Warrior, they frame how you see yourself.
Right.
They frame exactly how you see yourself and the value you put on yourself. Which I'm not to go back on it, which is why I say that apology that Kanye made was not no apology to us. They done pressed him out. They done pressed him, and he now is looking at his actions and us through their eyes, like so many of us do. It's crazy. Go ahead, Salaki. Somebody saying Salaki.
Salaki, if I could say one thing, you so heavy, man. You so heavy writing about, you know what I'm saying, that music, man, because me just listening to Benjamin, and that's how you know we the children of the prophet, because our words have power. I was listening to that brother Eka Mouse, man. And look, I'm gonna tell you something. I was listening to that brother, man. It did one song, man. I think it's called Ganja Smuggling. And when when that brother said, "Down the road to the ghetto I go," and then he said, "I'm poor, my toes just a show." And when he brought up that point about, he said, "Put it on the plane. The weed gonna explain." Money just when he said, brother, when he said that, it's like the gates of heaven open. He said the weed, he said the money just poured like rain. I almost cried, brother. I said, I said, brother, I was like, and he's breaking it down, like how his mama crying, how he crying, and brother, it's so poetic, and I mean, it's only come from the Lord, man.
Yeah,
it only even the pain, the pain, the joy, the way we put it in the words. You know what I'm saying? I mean, even if it's a cappella, it come from, you know what I'm saying? It take you there. It paint a picture. It visualize that, and that right there, bro. They don't have that.
No,
you understand? Shakespeare, how you said Shakespeare had that. He's a black man like that. They don't have that there. That's a whole nother thing there, man. It comes from the Lord.
Because they find a way to as you're saying, they find a way to commercialize our pain. You understand? Like you know what I mean, we singing, you know what I mean, with pain, like that Billie Holiday, brother, you know what I mean, that sister right there. You understand? Like you could, you know what I mean, you hearing the pain, you understand? But to the devils, they hearing money. Cha-ching, you know what I mean? They're thinking money. How I could, you know, capitalize on this. You understand? And then, you know what I mean, come today, like with what's his name? What's your brother name?
Kanye.
Who
Kanye?
Not Kanye. Who we were just talking about. Nas. Like today, now you're calling him a poet. You understand? Like you know what I mean? Like for real, they done find a way to make us look at what's important to them. That's why, you know what I mean, to come into the truth here, the Lord had to really open your eyes. You know what I mean? But you had the mercy of the Lord to open your eyes, because all your life you live to basically serve these bastards.
Yeah,
you
that's
understand? And now you know what I mean, you waking up and you know what I mean, it's almost like, you know what I mean, like you had a, you know what I mean, like fight to come out, you know what I mean, this world, you know what I mean, this he done created, you know what I mean, for you. You know what I mean? It's like, you know what I mean, he created a world where your pain don't matter, but our pain matter.
Yeah.
You understand? So don't even, you know what I mean, don't blink or don't even worry about what's going on with your people. Worry about what's going on with everybody else. So you in the Chinese protests, you in the white man protests, you in the African protests, you all the way across in Africa again, getting your passport, your visa, your Gaza protests.
Yeah.
You're everywhere. You understand? You're everywhere. And why? Because he done mess your whole mindset up. You understand? On you.
If I could, sir.
Please,
if I could, and I'm gonna tell you, it's a joke to me. There's a some Middle Eastern who was talking to me about Gaza, right? And she's like, I'm at the slave, and she's telling me about she went to a protest for free Palestine, and she said how annoyed the people, the Muslims were, because black people showed up to the protest, and they started singing and doing poetry. And she said that's not how we protest. So we was frustrated because they want to go on the microphones and give spoken words and poetry. And she was like, nobody want to hear that. But in the black people's mind, they supporting Gaza. But the Palestinians and the Arabs, they're annoyed that we even showed up.
Yeah.
I mean, you know how blacks, how the sisters are. They go up there, they want to sing and they want to, you know what I mean, do all that garbage. But the Arabs was like, look, that woman was like, look, we would have preferred they never showed up because they're wasting our time with that.
Yep.
So like, if I could, you know what I'm saying, Cap, but what all y'all bringing out is super heavy, and it bring me back to, you know, the point of no one's suffering is authentic like ours is. You know what I'm saying? And if I could, I want to, you know what I'm saying, make a correlation, right? Recently, that movie Sinners got nominated for all of these Oscars, right? All of these awards, right? And you go watch that movie Sinners, and it's, you know, on the surface, it's a vampire movie, right? But to me, there's a deeper message in that. For these oppressors have always sought to feed off of our suffering and to feed off of our pain. And the way that we express our suffering and our pain, the only really outlet that we've ever had in this place is our ability to convey it through spoken word or oration, whether it's, you know what I'm saying, protesting and speaking, giving a speech, whether it's, you know, in poetry or in rap or in music. Like, that's our gift from the Lord. That's our expression of what's going on with us spiritually. And our oppressor gobbles it up. They consume it as entertainment, and they profit off of it as the sellers of that entertainment. You know what I'm saying? We talked about the small hats with Kanye West. Like, they come in and they'll sign you to a record deal. I'll never forget that damn video of Joey Badass when Joey Badass was trying to get signed to a deal. Like, this cat went into a room of white executives, and it's him and this other cat, and they singing that whatever that not Joey Badass. I like it. What's the cat?
Bobby Shmurda.
Bobby Shmurda. He went in there and did a full concert on the tables and smacking the white man's papers from in front of him, and the white people gobbled that up. And it was so sad in that he's rapping about a horrible life in New York City, killing and his friends dying and having to sell drugs and do evil. But to them, it's like, oh yeah, give us that gangster shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is to them. Our suffering and our pain is, yes, tell me more. Like that song that the cat quoted of Nas that's from like Nas' third album. That song is from like 98. There's whole shit about the Fox and this. Nas was rapping that in 2000. It's 2026, and you just now pulling it out to make a relation to some white people dying in Minnesota when that's been our life for the whole time we've been here.
Yeah,
like it's so evil and disingenuous, and they feed off of it. And I mean, in that video, like you said, Cap, he probably practiced it 1,000 times because the dismount was perfect. Like he spit it like it was his shit. Then when he finished, he was like bars. I mean, just, God, and it's like that to them. That is like, I'm like I said, it should make me a loss for words, but they feed off of our suffering. They feed off of our pain. It's what it strengthens them. It emboldens them. It's what makes their society work. Without our suffering, without our pain, this place would be nothing. So lucky.
It's actually he gonna be on the XXL freshman class next year. Now we go to CBS News anchor.
CBS shorty.
Hey, that shit is crazy.
CBS 400.
The CBS 400, man. Bars. Listen, I wanna play this video for you all, right? And it's so, oh boy. This year I saw this video and I was like, surely we are the Lord's chosen people. All right, check this out.
Heard what Irish rap sounds like? This is Kneecap, an Irish rap trio at the forefront of a movement to revive the Irish language that the British tried to quash.
They've basically made the Irish language cool again.
They are the reason why I started learning Irish on Duolingo. I'm on 1,035 days now.
Irish is an ancient Celtic language that sounds nothing like English, and British colonizers tried to eradicate it over hundreds of years of colonization in Ireland.
The British learned very well that once you remove the language at the very start of the process, the colonization is so much easier.
But after centuries of suppression, this is what many young Irish people are doing today.
Decolonising our minds, re-empowering, taking back our own language and national identity.
When we revive the language, we're reconquesting Ireland.
We're at an Irish language youth centre in Belfast, where Kneecap member Mahara used to work. It's a place the group has continued to support over the years.
Irish language is the native language of this island. Over centuries of colonisation, it's been wiped out. The vast majority of Ireland, everyone speaks the dominant foreign language, the English language. And that was done through brutal, systematic domination by the British government.
British colonial laws banned Irish in courts and government bodies, and colonial authorities made sure to suppress it in economic and cultural life and have children punished for speaking it at school.
It's empowering people to take part in the Irish language revival, but also demonstrating for these young people that they can change society around them.
Northern Ireland is an area of Ireland that Britain kept when it was forced to concede to Irish independence in the 1920s. And here, authorities still discriminate against the Irish language.
These are youth leaders in the next generation that are carrying the torch of the Irish language. This is them dressed up as crocodiles because in 2016, Arlene Foster, the First Minister, described Irish speakers as crocodiles. because we keep coming back to snap for our rights.
If you feed a crocodile, they're going to keep coming back and looking for more.
Irish language activists made major gains. Their efforts led to Irish becoming an official language in Northern Ireland and overturned a centuries-long colonial ban on using Irish in court.
We see it also as a means of resistance to the wider colonisation and as a beacon of hope as well.
It's estimated that an Indigenous language around the world dies every 2 weeks, and so preserving them is a core part of the efforts to combat the painful legacies of colonialism. And these activists have linked with others around the world working to do the same.
Languages that have been here long before colonialism, long before white Europeans started their colonial conquest around the world, these languages are now going to...
Listen, he said long before white Europeans, like he's not fucking one.
Come on,
Yeah.
Come on,
but it's also quite inspiring that there's so many languages that are resisting that conquest.
In Northern Ireland, activists are working to get...
That's the other part too. I'm playing it for the long part because it's bits and pieces. He says it's also inspiring that there's languages that have resisted conquest. Listen to this part.
In the world, these languages are now going extinct, but it's also quite inspiring that there's so many languages that are resisting that conquest.
In Northern Ireland, activists are working to get more bilingual signs on roads and buildings, and for the first time here, there's an Irish language commissioner to protect the use of Irish in public bodies. Meanwhile, in the Republic of Ireland, the country's new left-wing president wants Irish to be the official working language of her office.
The Irish language is back in our social and political life again. That's decolonisation in practice.
So like I say, come
on, Cap, please.
Like, if you just listen to them explain the words they're using, systematic, cultural, they didn't use those words. We use that type of language and type of diatribe to explain our oppression.
Come on.
Like once again, they cannot. The Bible says Jacob is the former of all things.
That's right.
And every time they want to seem authentic, they have to use our story and our diatribe in explaining what's going on. Like language, you know what I'm saying? Like what he said, that's like what they talk about with Geechee. That's the exact same like language. The way he explained that is how they explain with Geechee.
Yep. And that's why he said there's a language that resists colonization.
Exactly.
And this is how careful the white man is when he crafts this story. I'm playing it again from the beginning. All right. I want you all to listen the first 10 seconds.
Have you heard what Irish rap sounds like? This is Kneecap, an Irish rap trio at the forefront of a movement to revive the Irish language that the British tried to quash.
Brother, all the rest of this tape is bullshit. They're using rap to try. They're using our culture to try to reclaim their culture.
That's come on, Cap.
Like everything else with the colonization, matter.
Cap, where the bagpipes?
Hey, come on, man.
Where the bagpipes?
Four-leaf clover. Where's all that?
The Lucky Charms. The pot of gold. Where is the bagpipes?
Where the skirt?
No bagpipes on.
Where the kilt set?
I didn't see the skirts, and I didn't see none of that. See that, like what you're saying. The only way we are affected, that go to show you that what we have is spiritual.
That's
and
right.
the spirit
it's special.
Is thank you, Cap.
And it's so special. Like how okay, this news reporter. The news reporter guy, right? You all seen him. He had to talk about, he had to express himself in the language of Judah. And this is no slight to the other tribes, but only because the Bible says Judah's words will be enough for him and his hands will be enough for him. Like they have to use our stuff to express themselves, to get his point across. He had to quote Gil Scott Heron. And then Nas. These devils from Ireland have to sing rap in order to breathe life into their dead culture.
Right.
And you ain't gonna tell me the Holy Spirit is not with the 12 tribes of Israel? The rest of the interview, they're talking about colonialization and this and that and blah, blah, blah. They're using rap music to get people to talk in that old Scouse language they got.
If I could, sir.
Come on, man. Like so now go back to the point you make, a warrior. Is it gangster or is it poetic? Is this real life and high class, high octane, high intellect, intellectual property? Or is just trash music that comes from the ghetto? What is it? Listen, I warrior, I'm gonna lay it back in. He ain't used Latin to revive his language.
Right.
Which is supposed to be this whole prestigious ass language. He didn't use that spitty language according to Fact French. He didn't use that. his culture back. He go in the gutters of Harlem and Bronx and Brooklyn and sit by the boom bap and find some way to make that get his people to raise a language out the ground that they got taken away from them. Brother, we got something that the world is paying billions of dollars for, and we really don't understand. We don't get it.
Right.
So, warrior, go ahead, please.
Now, if I could, sir, I'll be quick. If he brought out the bagpipes like Cap Kahan said, there'll be no pushback. He'll be honored for it. Know what I mean? But these young Edomites, they want to feel like they're oppressed. They want the controversy. So the only way to get that is to use your culture, to use our culture, because they know once they bring up rap, their parents are gonna be against it. The society is gonna be against it. Now they can feel like they're oppressed. I mean, but had he brought back the
go ahead.
No, I'm saying like the Cap said, had he brought out the bagpipes, he'd have got his point across, and that's his culture. But the only way to feel some kind of oppression and to feel like he has something to fight for is to bring up our culture, because he knows he's gonna get pushed back on it. That's all I want to say, sir.
Listen, not the pushback. The using hip hop, brother, is how you guarantee it takes root. If you notice, there was no old people in that interview learning the language.
Right.
This was for the youth. Hip hop is a young man's game. It's a young man's game. The bagpipes wouldn't work because the old people would just take it and the language would still be dead. The thing that's living is the culture of niggers, spicks, and wetbacks. That's the thing that's alive today. That's the only thing that's alive. Everything else is dead. It's absolutely dead. This is the only real life living thing today. The culture of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians is what drives the earth forward. So, go ahead.
Like, if I could, it would scripture say that we the salt of the earth.
That's right.
We would give the earth flavor. We would give this earth, what it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? So like these are and then when you look at it, when you go back in history, then it started to all make sense. When you start to hear the height or the gold or the gilded age of this empire. I start to question a lot of stuff. And I started to see the culture and what was civilized and what was human thought and what was the thought of how to live in the earth. That didn't come from these heathens. Right, came from Israelites. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like I yield.
Hey, it's like if I could to piggyback off what Captain Kahan just said, our imprint is in every empire that ever existed on the earth. Like if we just was talking about Mozart and Shakespeare, them black people.
Right.
You go back in the history, all of the great stories, Braveheart, William Wallace, and them, and in the 1300s, them was black people. Fighting back against the British Empire. You go back even further than that. Constantine and them in Rome. It was black people. You go back, like in every society and every civilization, our imprint is there. Our presence is there, but the cultures that are present today don't want to acknowledge it was us. Sir, the greatest samurai. Go back in old Japanese feudal history. There's old sayings about in order to be a samurai, you got to have the blood of the black and all these different sayings and things like that. You go look at the histories of the greatest warriors and greatest soldiers, they all was black. Like our presence is among all of these cultures, but because we've always been the Lord's people, among these nations, but never really a part of these nations, they blot out that part of the history. They blot out, you know, they take the works, but never acknowledge that it was us that was there. So like it.
They've adopted. That's what I just want to say. Go ahead, Kazak, please. Go ahead.
Just like, so I didn't mean to cut you off, sir.
No. I ain't going because I'm gonna eat up everything. So like, go ahead. I'm very passionate about these heathens when they take our culture. So like, go ahead, Kazak.
No, I feel you, sir. And I was going to say too, and it just proves, like you devils love to say that we have a victim mentality. But then when you want to feel like a victim, like Officer Williams said, you use our music, because here's the truth. We are the only true victims.
That's
you
right.
white people have a victim mentality. Because if you were real victims, you would use your music. Your music would resonate with the sound of struggle, the sound of revolution, the sound of rebellion. But you can't use your music because you've never been a victim. You've had everything given to you. You've enjoyed life. You've enjoyed the luxuries. You have a victim. You white people have a terrible victim mentality.
That's right.
You have a terrible victim mentality. Black people and Hispanics, we actually have been victims, and our music shows it. Our struggle shows it. How we live our life shows it. And there's something about what we have been able to do through the Spirit of the Lord. Not only have we been victims, but we have been able to be victims and to be the example of resilience, the example of what it looks like to suffer and to overcome. And that's why they can't use that damn bagpipe music. That's why they can't use none of that river dance, none of that. They can't use it because there's nothing resilient about that. There's nothing strong about that. There's nothing about that that is even attractive or admirable. The thing that there's no life. You understand? To sum it up, there's no life in it. You have to use the sound of the struggle, the sound of. That's why you hate go-go music in DC.
That's right.
I wouldn't be surprised is as these oppressors start to get oppressed more, they're gonna start to play go-go music in DC. These politicians, they're gonna start to tie themselves to go-go music. I wouldn't be surprised.
That's right.
Now, first you want to mute DC, but then now as you start when ICE is gonna come to DC, and what's gonna happen? They're gonna come to DC. They already here, but as Donald Trump tries to fortify DC, and he starts to really come down on the city much harder, you're gonna see white people now talking about, I love go-go. It's the sound of the struggle. It's the sound of revolution, nigga. You was just talking about mute DC. You didn't want to hear it.
Exactly.
But you need to join yourself to the actual victims and their resilience. And that strength doesn't come from our own. It comes from the Lord. That strength is the strength of the Maccabees. That strength is the strength of the children of Israel in Egypt. That strength comes from being God's chosen people. It doesn't come from anything that we do. The Lord chose us to have that thing that is separate from everybody else.
So can I say one thing too, Kazak? I want to double down on what Kazak said, and he's so right, because when you look at like it's 12, they say it's 12 notes. You know what I'm saying in music, right? So now, and I remember listening to this guy, and he was like a producer or whatnot, and he said something that was heavy. He was a white man. He might have been one of the Europeans or something like that. I think he was white, and he said something like, "Okay, well, it's 12 notes in a music, but why does when Muddy Waters play this, it sounds like this? I can play the same notes, but it sounds different when he plays it." And he went into annotation and things like that. But really, it's the spirit, because you can play the same notes, but it's different when BB King play it. It don't sound, you know what I'm saying? It don't sound the same. You know what I'm saying? Like it's different when you have us say it's once again we can speak the same language, but that's different in the words. How we frame the words, the tone, the timing of it. That's only comes from the Lord, man. You know what I'm saying? So when you can't you can't teach. And the crazy part about it, even in musical theory that they teach in college, they are studying people who couldn't read, who didn't know how to read music. They played by ear. You know what I'm saying? They did these things, And they are, because they were so great at what they did and how it captivated people, they teaching that in musical theory in Harvard. As a matter of fact, I'm sorry. Nas got a class in Harvard. It's coming up. I'm sorry. He teach hip hop theory in Harvard now.
Which one, the gangster Nas or the poets?
Yeah, the what?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, like that's like as you're saying, Cap, it has so much rules in it. And our people, we able to make more space within the rules, and they don't understand how. We did it in sports, we do it in music, we do it all over the place, brother. And it's okay. Once you come into the truth, your eyes is open to it. And before I didn't understand it. General Katham, I big up General Katham. He broke it down to me a day. He was listening some song from Anthony B or Capleton or one of them, and they make a reference to something called the kete drum, which is part of reggae music. But me being ignorant of it at the time, I say, well, this is, I think it's some drum from Africa they have with the goat skin, and, they could play it. They make different songs. They could make different songs on it. It's not just a beating, but they could make different songs depending on the skill of the drummer. And he said, how you know it from Africa? I said, well, that's how they always refer to it as. He said, how you know if that ain't our drum from when we was there and they just took it as they was in charge? And brother, the whole room lit up. Like, it's like my eyes was open, like, damn. Just like America. If you ask anybody, which is the greatest country in the Olympics, everybody would say America. And that's wrong. The greatest country is Cuba. The greatest country is Puerto Rico. The greatest country is all them Benjamin Islands. The greatest country is the tribe of Judah, because that's who's winning all the fucking medals. Not America.
That's right.
Absorbed into the ruling power. So when you see all them videos with them Hamites talking about the West Indian countries, they're really from West Africa, because this word, they have the same word. This food, they have the same food. And my people, silly as could be Israelites, the tribe of Benjamin, they'll start to buy into it and think your ackee and saltfish come from the West Coast, not knowing you was down there teaching them how to cook and live. Because if that food came from them, where's their great African food? Everybody want oxtail, everybody want curry goat, everybody want potato with the yam, the candied yams. Everybody want the mac and cheese. Nobody ain't eating that food, Acorn and Burner Boy them have. Like listen, so I'm laughing, so I know it. The curry that is famous came from Benjamin, not from the Indians, because their food was bland, it was pale. So we really had to look at what we have. You have some old fool in Ireland using the inspiration from rap to raise up his own people. To raise his own people. That's something you came up with in desperation and poverty. In the ghetto, at the bottom of society, like I was saying earlier in class. They come to us when we are at the bottom of society because we live so good. We are luxurious type of people. We like you buy a regular car, oil change is about $50. You buy a high-end car, oil change is $300. We the $300 oil change people.
Right.
All these brothers in here don't have braids. You go to take that braids, Zach, it's about a cool 1.5 to 3 hour process between washing, blowing, drying, conditioning, oiling down, let that oil set, and then you get a cold ass lockdown. You step out, it's like you're a brand new human being. We're not the people who wake up in the morning and put mousse in your hair and walk outside.
A bad hair day.
Have a bad hair day. We're not that type of people. We're not that type of people who spit in a comb and you slick it back. That's not us. We are luxurious type of people. And if you gravitate to us when we are at the bottom of society, you will beg and plead and climb over our borders to be with us when we're sitting on top.
That's right.
You will be the immigrant that would not go away.
That's right.
You will be back to us. Like our culture is so rich, and the white man done did such a number that we don't even see it. Let me play one more clip if I could, please. You all allow me, because brother, this thing pissed me off more than anything. You all know from time to time I venture into the UK, right? And these Pakistanis and Palestinians, and they love to hate black people, but they love black music. This is some old Arab Asian wedding, and you see how much men in there.
Mhm.
And brother, look at what giving them all the vibe in the wedding.
Oh boy.
They just mention Vibes Cartel name and everybody go crazy.
Yeah. No volume car.
Oh, no volume, Salaki.
No
Hold
volume.
on. Hold on, Salaki. I'm gonna get it back. I'm gonna get it right. Hold up. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Let me read shit.
It's like if I could. And them Arab, they try to steal Ephraim style with them haircuts too.
They try to look like
They
us.
try to
all
steal
the way.
Ephraim. They try to steal. They be jocking Ephraim. They be trying to steal Ephraim style so much.
Mm-hmm. They try to look like us. Like you. They'll try to pass for any one of the Latino tribes.
Right.
Because that's the style.
Yeah.
That's the style. They try to sound and walk like a Benjamin. They try to act like a Judite. Because if they were to have this wedding in their old, Asian Arab garb, it would not hit. Nobody would have fun. Nobody would be alive. They'd all be just dead in there.
Vibes Cartel challenge FCU. How about finish your Vibes Cartel?
Good night.
If I could, sir.
Good night.
They celebrating over there.
If I could, right? And as I mentioned before, in their religion, music is haram. But it's only one group of people who could make them go against their religion because the vibes, the music is too much. It's too addictive. I mean, if it was,
go ahead, Salaki.
No, I was gonna say if it was music from white people or Chinese, they could resist it.
Right.
But our music, you can't resist it. That's what I was saying earlier. Like on that wall in Gaza, Chris Brown's on the wall.
Damn.
I mean, they can't resist it. Salaki said.
Breezy.
Listen. I'm sure in their religion, dancing on another man is haram too. But they can't resist that shit. The music is about his singing to women. Listen.
Yeah.
The lyric is, she tell me she not let go because the girl find out he have another woman. So she's saying, I'm not letting go of you. They're not letting go of each other. Brother, if we don't understand as a people that really salt of the earth, brother, that's why I say Kanye West don't have nothing to apologize for. He done make them Jewish men rich, filthy, stinking rich. They probably don't have his intellectual property until he died. They're gonna make more money off of him. He got nothing to apologize for. He like every other brother, and there's so many other brothers who don't have his money and might and stage that going through something horrible. Y'all should come into the truth, man. Y'all should come find Commander Yahanna and his men, man. Type in ISUPK and the city closest to you, and come into the truth. Come sit in that chair like every brother did. And get raised up. You a sister, you going through it, come sit in that chair. I guarantee your life on this side is 10 times better.
That's right.
Man.
So
you're gonna learn what you need to look forward to. Go ahead, Cap, please.
And you're gonna get rejuvenated. Like
That's
if
right.
man, he come in here, you gonna let me tell you, if Kanye West was to come in here and change his life, you think you hear some music, you think you heard some music from him before. If you come in here and give the Lord your best. Imagine you'll get rejuvenated. Your spirit will get renewed. You'll be born again. You understand? Like that's what this truth preserve you. So this is for all the brothers and sisters out there. Like Captain Mashak said, man, you got a talent, man. You come up in here, life kicking your ass right now. I know it is, but you come up in here and you gonna put something together that's gonna be you gonna understand why the Lord gave you that gift that you got. You're gonna understand why. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Lord be with you, brother. I yield.
Yeah, man. Hey, listen, man, we right up on the time. We're gonna clock it out there for tonight. We went past 12 a little bit for y'all to water for rocking with us. Y'all make sure pay that Passover fee, man. Commander Johnny Yahanna putting on a whole show for y'all down there. It's gonna be an amazing thing. BH round April 4th. the Lord's 57th annual Passover. 57 years, man. 57 years. Come on, man. What are you talking about? Where you gonna go? You're gonna go and continue, be in the Bible porn group like GMS and Sakari. You can't keep your hands off little children, can't, bending over for your wife, doing all kind of effeminate nonsense. You're all effing up the work, man. How about you just down and come into the truth? Well, maybe don't come in. Just send everybody else. You probably just gotta wait until Christ come back for that one. We need the power to cleanse you, because yikes. And pay your tithes, man. ISUPK.com, 10% must come into the priest and prophets of the Lord. ISUPK.com, go on there, pay your tithes, get it in. Join Commander General Yahanna every Monday night, 9 p.m. right here on this channel. The real General Yahanna. Check him out every Monday night. Black Watch every Monday night, 9 p.m. man, with the heavy hitting crew. I'd like to say, of course, the water to the usual suspects, the brothers who always inside Captain on time, on deck, man, holding out Carolina, the Bahamas, all them areas, Jamaica running it through. Also, Captain on, man, holding down the south, man, from all over, up over. Posting down there to your co-host for the Passover, running the whole thing through. We are Captain Sack G, man. Captain Sack, running on the whole damn thing. You know what I mean? Mighty men up in the work of the Lord, man. Always working, always doing it. Yeah, Officer Warrior 1 and 2, man.
That's
Officer
right.
That's right. Baltimore, as well as Officer Kazaka Mad 1 and 2, holding down.
Damn right. That's
right.
Oh, these two brothers, I can't say it's enough, man. You know what I mean? Holding it down. And also Officer Sawapiala holding down Trinidad.
That's right.
That's right. Giving everybody down there that light. America is putting hell on Trinidad, brother. They just execute some East Indian. He an East Indian. I don't care a damn about him.
Yeah.
It's going to trickle down to black people. They just execute him on camera and lie about it. That's like what ICE doing. Yesterday or the day before.
Oh, in that car.
Yeah, and he ran. They put up on him. He ran, brother. They ran him down. He stick his hands out the window. Ooh, they light him up. They light him up and light the broad up in the front seat. She paralyzed. They thought they kill everybody. She tell the story, and then somebody had a camera on the house. Catch the whole thing. The police lie and say he was shooting at them. This nigga ain't had no gun. He had no gun, brother. None. So they don't put in the playbook and play down there like they do here. People upset with the government, go shoot somebody, take the eye off of it, make it somebody expendable because they're saying he was a criminal, whatever it is. But you in Trinidad, you find Sawapiala, man. You find ISUPK wherever the hell you are.
That's right.
Type your city in, man. And in the meantime, make your plans to get down to the Lord's Passover. It'll change your life. And with that, that's right. Man. Yabshin Shabraka thumb. It's a water out here.
The ISUPK presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026 in Houston, Texas. You do not want to miss this one, Israel. Shalom.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
Everyone west. Everyone west. Everyone west.
Shalom, Israel. It's that time again. The ISUPK, under Commanding General Yahanna, presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026 in Houston, Texas. All black Hispanics and Native Americans are commanded to observe the Lord's Passover. This will be the biggest Passover to date. You do not want to miss this. Fresh lamb, fresh wine, and bitter herbs as commanded by the Most High. Only $200 per person, ages 17 and up. The biggest event of the year. There is only one Passover, and it's under Commanding General Yahanna. See you there, Israel. Shalom.
Nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and warlike apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us. Watch where you stepping.